Jesse, you look fabulous today. I just want to point that out. I'm not looking that great.
Do you understand how few fucks I gave about the podcast today? Like, I got everyone's pictures wrong. Everything is the wrong place.
It's okay. I'm gonna play with my cats.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Are you me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go. Look,
got everything the wrong way again.
I'll pretend that I'm involved, but actually be looking at a website.
Oh, Jesse, you can play with the cats. Look at these cats right here. Yeah.
I'm scrolling through. Oh my God.
Why would anyone wear something like that?
It's beautiful.
Oh my God, can we match?
Oh God. Is that like a galaxy cat? What is that?
Okay. Yeah. It's a cat in the universe. It's a planet cat.
I teleported you to the other
From
position.
Planet Cat?
Yeah. You came from Planet Cat, which is why you don't know any of our customs and are socially awkward.
Oh, that makes sense. Or that it's really impolite to eat on podcasts.
It really is. Really, really impolite.
It's nothing new, I guess.
You motherfucker.
Every time I watch the podcast, you're eating something.
I know.
That's the joke. Hey!
What is it, Jesse?
I hate you. Both of you so much.
Oh.
There's no...
It's hard for me to tell when you're talking to me.
Oh, yeah. I like how I say I hate you, and immediately you're like, I know you do. Stop.
It's got to be me, right? You must be talking to me.
Today it's both of you I hate.
Yep.
Who else could it possibly be?
Oh.
Well, half the podcast is sick today. I'm sick. Roger's sick. Yeah. So we're going to let Jesse do most of the work.
Yeah, boy.
Jesse, it's your podcast.
Awesome. Good.
Co-optional Jesse. Co-optional Jesse.
Can we change the name to co-optional Cox?
Co-optional.
Cox optional.
Cox
Cox
optional.
optional, yeah.
Cox optional. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, I am.
You can't call it that.
Buckland
We're a
man.
Disney network now. That's not.
See,
They won't accept that.
They get a good pun. I've seen Disney. They get it. They worked with Lindsay Lohan for years. They get it. Gotcha, Lindsay. Taking it down to size.
It was a really topical Lindsay Lohan jab you managed to get in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
man.
watching right now, I'm sure.
Oh my. Speaking of topical
What else
jabs,
is she doing?
CinnamonToastKen, welcome to the show
Hey.
once again.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be back.
Yeah. When was it? 47 TGS podcast, I think, last time?
It was almost
Something
a year
like that.
ago, and I had a big nappy beard.
You did have a very large beard, and I was
That was the
actually
first
quite
time I'd ever talked to you.
disappointed. Not to
That it's
see
gone,
it.
or that I had it?
I don't know. I'm like both, I think, actually. And I'm just like, well, you've done it now. You might as well stick by that decision. And there's like, oh, God. Coward.
Yeah, well, it gets to a point where you start looking homeless. Like there's like that transitional period of looking like a wizard and then looking homeless, and I broke in the homeless.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I
You
don't
should
know.
have just
Smooth only looks wizard. There's never a homeless stage for Smooth.
Oh, he's blown past the homeless.
well, the thing is, he has the luxurious locks that give that effect.
That's it. That's it. It's the hair. The hair is what. If he lost that, homeless man.
Yes.
He's on Jesus level, like necromancer.
Yeah.
Think about
Jesus
it.
is a necromancer.
I was about to say,
10,
what's the
2014.
implication there? He's a necromancer.
Yep.
There you go.
So for those who don't know, Mr. Ken, what do you do on a regular basis?
Oh, like a regular basis, I'm a regular old Let's Player with no original content kind of thing going on. You know how we are. And
We'll feel right at home here.
yeah, I guess, is this self-plugging at the beginning or is that the end? Oh, go Google CinnamonToastKen, everybody. Go.
Yeah.
Click on all the things.
We do it at the start now because I feel like it's an icebreaker after having guests that just sit there for
okay.
an hour not saying anything. We
let me
like to
try
get
this
you
again.
involved in the conversation. You know?
I'm CinnamonToastKen. You can find me at CinnamonToastKen on YouTube, and also got a vlog channel, Twitch. Have been putting videos of my puppy up, which I did a Sleepy Puppy video, and one of the Total Biscuit channels, I don't know if you did that or not, made a comment on it because I kept waking my little corgi up. And you're like, in before all the, what was it, claims for animal abuse.
Yeah, that would have been me. Yeah,
That would have been you, and you were right.
Yep, it's bothering me on that. So right, there is a video coming up on Krendor's channel because he came and visited last week. And he was in North Carolina. He came by and visited. We had a good old time, and he recorded some non-content as he always does. And he recorded me putting one of the dogs in the crate because they were misbehaving. So, they had to have a timeout. And, we actually have a dog trainer that helps us out and says, this is the best way to do things. And I'm just like, in before someone claims this is animal torture and doesn't know what crating is, anytime you do anything to an animal whatsoever, someone will come out and be offended by it. It doesn't even matter if it's completely justified, really reasonable way of... tried and tested way of dealing with an animal. They will come out and say, you are a fucking animal abuser.
Yeah, I gave like my puppy a finger of peanut butter, like it's a treat. I made a video of that, and they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't
feed it." It's like, as someone that read something on Wikipedia once, I feel I'm an expert in this subject. So let me tell you how to live your fucking life.
Your dog could have allergies to peanuts,
or it couldn't.
It's so cruel because it can't get off the... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, I want to make a video now where I do something with an animal and then cut to the end where I'm just... Like I'm playing with a lamb and someone's like, you're doing it wrong, but at the end it cuts to me eating pork chops. I'm like, abusing animals. Just dribble, and that's how it ends.
There's a situation with my dog to whenever it is using... It's doing number 2, if anything is left on its fur, it freaks out, like screaming like it's dying. And I want to make a video of that so bad, but
they will say like, why didn't you remove it? You're causing physical agony to this dog, even though it's clearly not the case.
But it's wrong, but it's hilarious. Like,
wait, how come no one did that to like Long Johnson cat? Right, like, Long Johnson. No one was like, help that cat. Why didn't someone help it? Like, Long Johnson. Like, no one helps that cat.
I don't even know what that is.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't
know. My God. The internet will know what I'm talking about. It was even on an episode of South Park. There's a cat who can't meow. Instead of meowing, because there's something wrong with his vocal box, he just goes, Long Johnson. That's his meow. It's hilarious.
So I have a theory on why it is that they did not claim animal abuse, because it's a cartoon fucking animal, Jesse. That's a possibility.
It's a real cat. It's a real cat. And they film it doing and then they took that and they put it on South Park because it was that funny. And it's a real cat. Look it up. It's the Long Johnson cat. How does Dodger not know this? You eat, breathe, and sleep with cats. F it. I'm done. It's beautiful. It is maybe the funniest
Talking
video
cat says Long Johnson. I see it.
Long Johnson. That's how he talks.
But the best cat is the cat that barks. And the owner walks up on its cat with its head out the window barking at a dog. And then when the cat sees the owner, he goes, meow, meow. It's so funny. Wait.
It's like, you caught me. I mean, I'm a cat.
Hold on, I'll find that one. Barking cat.
The last cat video that I saw was like the no.
Did you find Long Johnson?
I did find Long Johnson, yes.
I found
Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
Long Johnson.
Yes.
It really sounds like a stretch that it could be a real thing. Let me see this.
It's a real thing. That's what he says. Look, I don't know why.
That's the barking. Okay, that's not Long Johnson.
Welcome to the Cautional Podcast. We do occasionally talk about video games. Coming up in the show, we're going to be talking about the games we have been playing and the games we'll probably want to play but haven't bloody got around to, like Infamous. And then we'll be doing the news. And then if we run out of time after the new releases, we'll talk about something that we've come up with. And then we'll end the show by telling you to go to our websites and YouTube channels and Twitters and Facebooks and Pinterest and MySpace and Bebo.
Go to my MySpace. I don't have a MySpace. Go to it.
I used to have a MySpace until
MySpace
someone
now?
Found that I used to have a MySpace, and now I don't have a MySpace anymore. It's just
Who uses MySpace now the most? True fact. I heard this over at GDC. They're technical wizards. They know. The people who use MySpace the most?
The whales? Is it the whales?
Sex workers.
Really?
True fact.
Sex workers?
Sex workers. So I assume prostitutes and escorts. Use MySpace the most now. That's more than musicians, more than anyone. I heard that at GDC. That's the thing they were saying. They were like, "That's what MySpace is used for." I was
if you want to go off the radar, use MySpace.
Use
Apparently.
MySpace. No one will know that your vagina's for sale. Okay.
It's the new.
What a fucking line.
Oh, this Long Johnson video here is
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
Right? See, I'm not crazy. It's very, very good.
Did you watch Barking Cat?
I did.
Okay, that's good too.
Oh,
It is
Lord.
good.
All right, so what have we been playing this week, I suppose, is the question. I think,
Oh my god.
we could start with Yaiba. I know
Yeah,
Dodgers
I played Yaiba.
Jesse, you played Yaiba as well, didn't you?
I couldn't be bothered. No. Are you kidding me?
I don't know what this game
What?
is.
Ninja
Tell me about
Ninja
it.
Gaiden with zombies.
Oh, the zombies?
Yeah,
And
Yaiba
you don't
Ninja
even
Gaiden
play
Z.
Hayabusa. It's so good.
Are you like a robot ninja kind of dude? Is that what I saw?
You're,
in
a,
the trailer?
you're like a cyborg ninja.
You're a cyborg.
So it starts off you're a
So you're
you're a
riding.
ninja that Hayabusa has like killed, but then you're found by somebody who gives you robot bits and wakes you back up and is like, go kill zombies. And you're like, okay. And I'm really hoping that eventually you run into Hayabusa again and you're like, Hayabusa, I'm gonna kill you, because you always play Hayabusa in the Ninja Gaiden games. And this
kill
time you're
Hayabusa?
just like a weird cyborg dude. Like, it's so strange.
Is anyone else
It's really strange.
mesmerized by Dodger? I don't.
Why?
I'm trying to figure out how much cold medicine you've had today. Because
Like, yeah, you're like a ninja robot.
everything you're about to say
Yeah,
is your last
bruh.
sentence, but you don't know. You're like, then you play Hayabusa, but then Hayabusa came in, and you fight zombies, but then zombies get. It's amazing. Please talk the entire show. I need this.
Oh, Jesus. It's weird that the game exists because there's really kind of no need for it to be a Ninja Gaiden game in any way. As far as I'm aware, Yaiba has never appeared in any other Ninja Gaiden title. Please do correct me if I'm wrong here, but I did not find a reference anywhere. And I have played
Google
all the
knows.
others. Unless he was in, like, Razor's Edge, which I didn't play. But outside of that, like, it only seems to have any passing connection to Ninja Gaiden. And it's like, oh, well, Ryo Hayabusa's in it. Like, okay. I mean, that's like calling Dead or Alive a Ninja Gaiden game because Ryo Hayabusa's in that as well. It's
Is
not.
Ninja Gaiden in the game or in the title of the game?
Yes, it is. Ninja
It is.
Gaiden.
It's just like a
Z.
play. It's like, oh yeah, it's branding. Hey,
It's
Yeah.
called
game.
Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z because
Yep.
they're zombies.
Yes, indeed. And it's really overpriced in the UK for some reason. Like, it's £50, which is about $75, $80. And it's also apparently really expensive in Europe, like 60 euros as well, which is really strange. I mean, I wouldn't say that it was a game that was worth $60 in and of itself, no doubt about that. But it is kind of at least a AAA game price, so you can kind of understand, because there have been games that have come out like that. But 60 fucking euros or 60 pounds? No way!
Oh, why would it be that?
I
It's crazy.
don't get it. I do not understand the price behind that at
Considering
all.
that it's a game that was not publicized very well at all, I think they're just hoping that when people see Ninja Gaiden game, they'll just buy
Yeah.
it.
Probably, yeah. I mean, and that's not a good way to handle your franchise. Admittedly, the last two Ninja Gaiden games, that being 3 and Razor's Edge, were not very good. So it's not like Yaiba ruins the franchise. The franchise was already kind of fucked in and of itself.
Oh boy.
But I got to ask you, what do you
Oops.
think of it? Because this game has been getting some of the worst reviews I've ever seen for a title like this ever. There was an article I saw on Reddit today where it was the Metro paper, yeah, which is a free piece of shit they give to people on trains and stuff in England. Like it's I don't know if you have free papers in the UK, in the US. You
Usually,
probably
like
do.
the Village Voice, things like that. Yes,
It's
we
like
have
that, but it's like
Yeah.
nationwide. That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing about it. So
Okay.
I saw this thread and it's like, the Metro gave it 1 out of 10 and said, may very well be the worst game of the year and possibly one of the worst games of this generation. I'm like, hang on a minute. This is this is a year when Guys of the Wolf came out. Like, so don't give me that shit. Last year, Ride to Hell Retribution came out, which is by far worse than this in every way. And the generation? We're talking about a generation where Sneak King was released. A fucking Burger King promotional video game. Not only that, but we had games like Vampire Rain, which is borderline unplayable. I mean, there is no way in a million years that Yaiba is anywhere near as bad as you are claiming. So what the fuck is...
Yeah.
I've never had this experience where I have liked a game so much more than the kind of general critical opinion of it. I've had it the other way, where, like, Bioshock Infinite, I don't like it anywhere near as much as a lot of the critics do, but I've never had it the other way around to this degree. So, I mean, I want to hear the opinions of, like, other people that have played it. Dodger, you've played it. What do you reckon to it?
I mean, the only things that I would really complain about are the camera. I really don't like the camera. Even making it widescreen, like we were talking about before the show started. Even making it widescreen, it helps, but the camera still forces you into situations where you're like, I don't want the camera there, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
You can't do shit about it, yeah.
Yeah, and also just, I mean, the gameplay itself is very basic. It's very simple, but it's the same as like playing a God of War game. It's just, there are 2 buttons. One of them does one thing. One of them does, actually there are 3. And each one does a different type of attack. And you can literally just spam those. If you have a favorite one, you can spam it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't, I liked the aesthetic of it, even though I think the comic book style is maybe starting to get overused. I thought that it was pretty fluid in terms of play. I don't know. I didn't think that it was a bad game. It wasn't a fantastic game, but a 1 out of 10 does not make sense to me at all.
That blew my mind. And there's so many other sites. I hate scores in general, but unfortunately people pay attention to them. So when I see a game just given like a really weird score that doesn't actually match up in any way to what was said, I can understand most of the criticisms that are leveled at it. Not all of them. I think some people went overboard on the whole idea that it's misogynist, which it definitely makes sexist jokes. There's no doubt about that. And there was not good female representation in that game. But
yeah, the girl that's like, I put you back together. Her picture is literally just like tits hanging out, and like when she leans,
and there's a tie there for no reason. She's wearing a tie
like
for no reason.
Tie, like draping so nicely over her boobsicles, so she's just like,
look, Ken, I don't know about you, but I want to play this game now.
I mean, how is that different from like the first Ninja Gaiden? That
Exactly. Why does no one remember how
she's
many?
Got like leather and just boobs everywhere.
I mean, Ninja Gaiden 2 was terrible for that. All the everything Team Ninja has ever been involved in has had some problem in that respect.
Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking about the guys that made Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball and made several versions of that. Several versions. And this is what you decide to complain about. I don't know. I still don't think it should be there. I think it's fucking puerile, but so is the gameplay. I think the game would be better without it. I think they could have stuck to, and this is something Jim said last week, they could have stuck to the House of the Dead overkill idea, where we get the idea that the lines are so bad they're good, but stick to the whole Grindhouse style of really bad jokes and puns and shit, and don't like unnecessarily throw pointless sexist remarks in there just to make your anti-hero appear more of a dick. He already appears like a dick. You're trying too hard,
The other thing that I'm kind of over is like
throwing your hands up in the air like you just don't care.
Yeah, I'm over it.
That's a song.
That is a song. I'm kind of over, like, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. When you go into a horde mode sort of game situation, and all of the different types of that horde get the like zoom in title card, like whatcha, this guy. Then they do that in this game, where like all of the different zombies get like the zoom in. And the name. And I'm like, I don't need to know your name. I just need to know that sometimes you carry a grenade. And I can figure that out through the gameplay. I don't need you to zoom in.
Any of them have catchy names that you remember?
Yeah.
I don't remember any of the names.
Blister Sister.
Blister Sister.
There was a...
I like that.
What's the clown called in that game?
The
Side Splitter. Yeah.
Oh, original.
I mean, I like those names, but you're right. Like the whole doing the comic book style introduction thing with the splash screen where they put that particular font on there that I'm pretty sure they nicked from the Yogs cast. We have definitely seen a lot of that up to this point, and it's getting passé in a big way, and it's kind of unfortunate because I think when I first saw that. Done in a big way was House of the Dead Overkill. And House of the Dead Overkill committed so fully to the Grindhouse style that they put deliberate filming errors in the game. Like in one scene, the guy's wearing a wristwatch, and immediately after that, it's on the other wrist. They literally put that stuff in there specifically. I think at one point you even see like the camera crew. And they just ignore it's there. So they committed fully to the joke with that. But with this, it's like, well, we want to do the comic book style, so let's do the comic book kind of intro screens. And is there a reason for Yaiba to be done in that style? No. Does it look
Not
good
really.
like that? Yes, it does. It's cool to look at. It's colorful. But it doesn't seem like there's a reason for the theme to be there, you know?
Zombies. That's the reason.
Okay.
Zombies.
Oh,
No, I'm saying that's a really easy, like, go-to is we're gonna make a game with zombies. Oh, let's make it grindhouse zombies. That's something that's been done 12 million times, so we know what to make our game look like.
So tired of zombie games. It's been like the theme of the last.
It's
Yeah,
getting old.
I'm
It's
kinda
getting
done
old.
with
Time
that.
for zombies to go.
You know, I'll give Yaiba credit, though. Considering it's a zombie game, they have a lot of enemy variety. Like, a shitload of mini-bosses and stuff like that. And I was actually kind of impressed, because, like, oh, God, I'm going to be just slaughtering zombies all the time. And yeah, there's plenty of, like, horde zombies that you just murder. But there's a lot of different mini-boss types, and there's robot dogs in there as well, and a bunch of weird stuff. I like, there's a good sense of humor involved in the bosses as well. When you first encounter the lightning boss, I think the level is called, like, Divorce Papers or something like that. She spawns along with her kind of fiery husband, who is, like, just this giant fire guy, and he just randomly explodes. And it actually is a hint to the gameplay as well, because interaction between lightning and fire caused this huge firestorm to appear, which is kind of great. They have this elemental system going on.
Yeah, they do have the element system where you can like pick up pieces of different elements, and then they apply to you, and then you're able to
It's all right.
Also, when you boot up the game, the intro theme song, sick. I was so excited to play it when I opened it up. I was like, "Oh
good.
yeah, got cool looking zombies, got a great theme. Let's get into it." So
Yeah, I mean, I still need to play more of it. I'm probably about, like, just over halfway through, and I'm still enjoying it. I'm just kind of waiting for the point where they throw so many mini-bosses at you at the same time that it becomes bullshit. Up to this point, I haven't really reached that. I've definitely died a lot, but I've always known why, and I've never felt, oh, it was fucking bullshit. The robot dog in particular, I was stuck on for a while until I worked out what the gimmick for that fight was, and then I just aced it. And I know a lot of the people who played that game never even mentioned that, like, these mini-bosses have specific weaknesses that can be exploited, and, I mean, you can kill a lot of them very quickly with certain weapons or combos, and, like, no one's going to mention that. Which indicates to me that people didn't fucking know. And if they're going to complain about the difficulty, they should probably know a little bit more about the game.
it does make me wonder how much they actually played of it.
In the combat
Like how
side,
long?
so like they mix the elements, kind of like I guess the Fable 3 kind of thing where you mix your magic and stuff. Is it kind of the same where you just get your favorite one that's kind of a little overpowered and just spam the same moves over and over again?
That's what I would do.
You can't do that because it's got what's called zombie weapons, and all the elemental attacks that you do use zombie weapons, and they drop from mini bosses when you perform an execution on them. You can only carry one at a time, but you can drop one to pick up another one whenever you want. So since a lot of the scenes actually involve you staying in the same part of the level for a while, you can actually, like, drop one of your zombie weapons, pick up another one, then go back for it later.
Go back and get it, yeah.
They've all got durability. So after a certain number of attacks, they will be destroyed. And that's the problem with the elemental interaction system. Like, it's interesting that it's there, but half the time when you really want to create those really interesting interactions, you don't have the right weapon with you, and you have no way to store
I ran
them.
into that problem a lot.
So
Like, I wish I could utilize this more.
maybe I missed something. The zombie weapons, how does that make sense in the game? Can't you just hit them with anything, or?
Each of the mini bosses have a specific weapon of their own that you can, like, kind of pull out of them. The Blister Sisters, when you execute them, you can basically pull their, like, intestines out, and it gives you a weapon called the Hagpipes, which shoots bile. If you pull off
I got you.
the big fire guy has the Rigor Mortar, which is like a big fire mortar. The electric sort of witch kind of character that warps around gets kind of like a shock whip that you can take.
Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense than what I thought. I was like, only this weapon can kill this zombie type.
Oh,
or
no.
something.
But no, this
Okay.
just makes it easier in
lot
certain
easier.
situations, depending on what they're weak to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, to be fair, if you do use those, then you don't get the zombie weapons because you never get the execution. You just blow them up. So there is actually a disadvantage to it. But like I said, Jesse, you said that you didn't even bother with it. Like, have you even tried
No.
it, or?
No, I don't know. I just wasn't interested. It sounds like a game I would love, but I don't know. Every time
You've been hurt
know.
too much. You've been hurt
No,
too many
I
times.
just,
I think I get along with it. I mean, you enjoyed Marlow Breaks. You obviously enjoyed Metal Gear Rising. It's definitely not as good as Metal Gear Rising at all, but like it's got the same kind of speed and frantic combat. The jokes are really dumb. I mean, it might be worth trying.
I feel like in some ways I don't know. I think I connect with some of the reviews in that I'm a little just tired of a lot of the whole thing. Just all of it put together. Just to, like, look, I like overly sexed women who somehow are doctors more than the next guy, I'm sure. But it bores me to death now. I'm like, look, I just don't care anymore about your characters and your ninjas and your stupid zombies. I just don't. I need good story now.
Jesse,
I desperately want that in a game.
Are you one of those old jaded gamers that just doesn't want to give anything a chance anymore?
I gave Marlow Briggs a chance. Loved the shit out of that game. That game was hilarious. I just I don't know. I saw it and was like, how much time do I have? What am I doing right now in my life? Do I have time for that in my life? And I was like, no, I don't. So I just passed on it. It's really, I'm sure it might be wonderful.
It's definitely not wonderful. It's definitely not wonderful. But well, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of it would suit your particular sensibilities.
I would think. I just don't. I don't know. I just was like, maybe I'll give it a try one day when it's on Steam sale. Is it on Steam? Mm-hmm. That's how little
it's on Steam.
It's on Steam.
I would absolutely wait for a sale for anybody. I would never recommend picking this up for full price. No fucking way.
Yeah, the full price of it is like too much.
No way. There's no replayability either, from what I can tell. It's like an 8-hour campaign at most if you don't die too much. So yeah, no, it's definitely not worthy of full price. But when it's like 75% off or lower than that, eventually it'll be $5. And when it's $5, I think there's enough fun value in there to justify that.
I can see that.
It's dedefinitely a shitload better than Ride to Hell. God.
This week I tried to play games that you guys played, and I don't understand. I try. You noticed there was no Fan Friday. There was no Fan Friday this week because I spent 4 hours playing a game that I thought would make a great Fan Friday, but I ended up hating, which is Long Live the Queen. I played Long Live the Queen for 4 hours. 4 hours in, still not dead. Bored out of my You should the video footage. The commentary eventually is just like skip. Okay, I'm back here. I'll do this and this. Okay, skip. It's eventually just me not giving a shit. And I was like, I don't know how to edit this into something watchable. It was painful. And finally, I was just like, I just turned it off. I was like, I don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. I assume I would have died like everyone else has died, but I was like, this game's going on too long for nothing to happen. I just don't care anymore. You guys are better people than me. Obvious better people, because you can handle that. I was like,
I couldn't handle it. The only reason I could handle it is because Jen was there egging me on and taking the piss out of me for the stream. That was it. Like, on my own, I could not have made that fun in a million years. Like, I think Dodger's the only one who's even tried to do episodic stuff on it.
Yeah.
Couldn't even.
And literally, the second that I started my second playthrough, the comments were like, oh man, is she gonna do the right? Nope, she fucked it up already. Okay, well. Like, okay.
Apparently there is like a specific right way to do it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll just go through and try to figure out how, like, the game obviously has moments where, for example, if there's a moment where, I'm trying to think, like a girl gets bit by a snake,
yes,
right?
The snake bit.
And you have to have agility or whatever to dodge out of that. And I kept thinking, well, all right, well, that's my agility thing. So from this point on, I don't really need agility. So I'll put my points into something else. And here's the thing. You would think that would screw me. I was about halfway through the video, I was getting all my tests passed. So, like, people were coming in for diplomatic meetings, and I was like, well, I haven't ever used this ability, so I'm going to have to use it eventually. When they came up, my diplomacy was through the roof. And then they were like, wow, you are certainly the queen. I was like, that's right. I am the queen. It worked great. It worked. And then I think I got it figured out, but I guarantee there's some awful way you die just because you think you're a smarty and you're not.
Probably.
But I was just like, I can't. I just want to see how I die. I'm progressively just going through it, not paying attention to any story or dialogue, trying to get myself killed, and it's just not happening. I was like, I can't. This is not This is the worst.
The second time that I played, I got the same death that I think TB got, where I ate the chocolate.
The chocolate, yeah.
Yeah, and
well, the way you figure that out is like the way to stop yourself is so obscure. Like
you have to either know poisons really well, or you have to have divination and have noticed the signs that have been going on for a week ahead of time that are like, hey, somebody's gonna try to kill you. Like right as you're about to walk into your bedroom, you see a bouquet of flowers with one dead flower. And then it's like divination failed. And you're like, man, somebody needs to fucking fix that bouquet. And you walk upstairs. And I'm like, are you serious? If I had just focused on divination, I would have been like, that's a bad omen. I shouldn't go up to my room right now.
And you can't stop it at that point either.
You can't stop it. I went up into my room and this lady was like, oh, somebody gave you chocolates. And I'm like, sick chocolates. And then like, oh God.
I don't know
and
what
the
game
whole
you guys
time I
are
was
playing,
like,
but it sounds...
No, that's the worst part of the game is there are moments where a normal human being could figure out the right and wrong answer or how to talk to a person or how to do anything. And it's like, you failed the test because you don't know any better, failure. It's like, that is not about, that's like street smarts. That's not book smarts. That like a person who has lived for 15 years like this girl has lived could figure this crap out. And she's like, yay, I'm just gonna go die now. Stupid. I failed so many tests and it was like, I don't know why even bother. So once I realized that you had no control over it, it was just the choices you made earlier in the game, I was like, F it. Just go through, click, click, click. That's what it became. And I was like, I can't do this. I honestly, I think is maybe a good hour where I'm just like, how did they play this game? I don't understand. How did TB played this? People enjoyed it. I thought this would be fun. This isn't fun. This is the worst. That's what the video became.
That game is
so I was like,
fun
I'm not
to me.
uploading this. This will never see the light of day. I was like, I'll just delete this.
I'm just fixing my screen region. I don't know what the hell is with my setup today. I usually have a set of presets that works, and today it's like, no, we're gonna fuck you at every chance we get. Let's start here. Look at how off alignment your footage is now. Fuck you. That's how my day has been.
Oh, I shouldn't have yelled about that game. Your throat's like, what are you doing?
So I don't know if it's been playing games on YouTube or not, but as I've gotten older, I've developed what I call like game ADD, to where even if it's a good game and I'm enjoying it, I may get busy and then never come back to it ever again.
Yep, I have exactly the same problem.
Yeah.
Is that from being old?
I could be. I don't know what it is. The only games where I can... It seems like the only games that I could sit and play, unless it's work and I have to, for more than maybe 20, 30 minutes, are multiplayer games. I can get into that, and even then I'll maybe play a few rounds and leave. Like, I think the only example in recent memory was when I decided, you know what, I'm going to just beat Diablo straight up. So I spent 2 days and went from Act 1 with a new character all the way through because I wanted to be ready for Reaper of Souls. And I was able to stick with it somehow. I'm not sure how. But even like Hearthstone, which I was able, like at the start of it, to play like all day. Now it's like I'll play a couple of arena rounds and I'm like, you know what, I'm done.
When are they going to add
to it later.
more to that game, like more cards to make it like not so cookie cutter?
It is kind of getting to the point where I really want more cards. And it actually became abundantly clear when I did the Gimmickathon with Krendor. And I was running out of ideas, like within 9 decks. And I have all the cards in that game, all of them.
Yeah.
So I could put any card I wanted into that game. I was like, well, how can I make a really like fun gimmick? And it's like, there's actually not enough cards for me to make that many. And even the stuff that I do, like my bounce deck, my mill deck, there's, again, not enough cards to support my style of play to really make it work, you know? Yeah. And half the time it's like, well, if I don't pull King Muckler on turn 3, I basically fucked, and I can't pull the cards that I need to start this little chain reaction of.
Yeah, and in that game, like if you're in constructed and you don't have like a special idea like bounce or anything like that, then most of your decks end up having the same thing because you figure out what works and what doesn't work as far as like the melee combat goes. You're like, oh yeah, this card's in every deck that I have because it's good. It's cheap.
There's a weird thing, Ken, and I definitely think it happens somewhere around like your 20s.
Oh, yeah? Is this the midlife crisis?
I think it's like your gaming midlife crisis. When you're younger, you tolerate more shit. Like you accept it. Like, oh, it's fun. And, I don't have a job or taxes or responsibilities, so I can play this for hours. But the older you get, the more like things like grinding, like just killing for the experience of killing, you're like, this is stupid. And
Get on with it. Yeah.
You feel the waste of time, and you're just like, I could be doing 12 different other things right now, like having kids. Right? Like, and so, but then there are also things where, like Dynasty Warriors, for example, it's not a grind, but it's the exact same thing. You're just murdering thousands of people, but it's really easy. And so there's like a weird curve of doing repetitive things is okay if it's very, very easy and you can get through it very quickly.
I guess it's whenever the age when you're less impressionable and like I guess actual nostalgia starts to kick in, like all the old games. You're like, man, that was a great game, but it sucked. But you just have a lot of like nostalgia for it.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point to where you're like, okay, well, I'm not as impressionable as I used to be, so all these games suck now.
Yeah, time wasting is definitely something I have no fucking tolerance for. Like unskippable cutscenes and fucking tutorials that I can't skip through. I find myself just irrationally enraged by them now because I'm like, fuck, I have limited time in my day. I could be doing something else. Don't fuck with me. And even like whenever I play a free-to-play game, I'll always buy boosters all the time because I'll instantly say my money is less valuable than my time. So I'm going to buy boosters so that I can get through this quicker and get to the bit that I want to and then figure out whether or not this shit is actually worthwhile. But I think that is definitely happening to a lot of kind of adults at this point. Where they're just like, sorry, we
did tax write-offs in some certain businesses.
Well, that helps as well, but I
don't
think
spoil the game, man.
Indeed. When it comes to like a lot of modern game design, though, there's a lot of that progression treadmill that you have to go on that they've adopted from MMOs, even fucking shooters. There used to be a time when I'd buy a first-person shooter, go into a multiplayer map, and have access to every weapon. Not any fucking more. It's like play with our default classes until level 5, and then you unlock a custom class, but he doesn't have any guns. So do this and then this. Even fucking Titanfall has that. Thankfully, I mean, for the most part, Titanfall lets you unlock shit relatively fast. Not all of it, because I wanted that Magnum pistol, and it's like, oh, you got to be ranked 29. Like, god damn it! And I eventually made it there, and then after all of that, I didn't like it. Like, well, this was my goal for the longest time.
That's what I was going to ask. I haven't played Titanfall myself, but I was going to ask, like, you guys, a panel of opinions. I do respect as far as games go. Titanfall.
Aw, you.
Titanfall for me is like this, like a solid
Call of Duty.
Okay.
X is always here.
I've finally played it, and even though I ripped on everybody for talking about the Smart Pistol for like a half an hour, Smart Pistol is awesome when you have it. Oh my gosh. I was like, all right, Sam, give me a loadout. I just want to go into this game. I want to just like play and just see what it's like. And he's like, okay. And he gave me somebody with a smart pistol, but I didn't realize that that's what I had. And I was like, this game makes aiming so easy.
Is it like an auto lock kind of gun?
Yeah. It like there's a system for like if it's I don't know. So if it's a grunt, it just has to lock on once. If it's an actual player, it has to lock on 3 times. So it takes a little bit longer to auto aim. But either way, like once it's aimed, you could be at the most awkward angle and the bullet will be like, pew, and just hit you. So funny. I was like, this is so easy. And Sam was like, no, you just have the cheesiest gun in the game. I was like,
noob tube.
Oh, okay. But I enjoy it. I think that it's fun. I like parkour, double jumping on everything.
I heard the parkour was fun.
It's good.
I think that's fantastic.
It's very forgiving, which I think helps it a lot. Like I was recently playing Cloud Built. That's not fucking forgiving. I guess we'll talk about that later. But compared to Titanfall's like, wow, I'm a parkouring badass. And then you realize actually the game's just got such a high tolerance for your bullshit that it lets you get away with it.
It's one of the things that I've noticed a lot of people who are playing Titanfall, I guess were playing Titanfall, is everyone was really into it for the first couple of weeks. And then that curve of more casual friendly turned a lot of people off. There are a lot of elements that make it very easy for new people to get in, which I think is great. More games need to have that, but it turned off the hardcore people that I think keep games running long term, and they just left. They just left.
I guess the tournament scene too, if it was more competitive.
Yeah.
Would
I
keep it
can't
fun.
imagine there's going to be much of that. I mean, there's not enough good game modes to justify, I think, running any kind of tournament involving it. I mean, as I've sort of said before in the past, anything can kind of be an esport as long as it's got the support for it. But I mean, this doesn't have a spectator mode. It doesn't have any inkling of being a competitive game, and I'm okay with that. Not everything has to be. But I've kind of found an opposite sort of situation. I would definitely agree that it is casual friendly, but that also makes the metagame a little bit easier to counter in the sense that people are kind of doing the same thing, and there are certain loadouts you can use which will wreck that, and you can learn a lot of interesting techniques to figure out ways to really just get one over on the opponent. I think, like, from a gunplay standpoint, there's not a lot to learn. Like, you can't be... It's very difficult to be a better shot than anyone else in a game that has a lot of lock-on weapons, you know? But you can be a smarter player, and you can learn the levels better, you can get your parkour routes better, you can farm quicker, you can use loadouts which are counter to the current metagame that a lot of people are doing, and I think you'll get a lot of success that way. It was like even in the beta that I was one of the first people to sort of really start using electric smoke instead of vortex shield. Everyone's like, "Oh, vortex shield, so great, so OP." But you could start to learn about how to bait out vortex shield, and also since everyone is rodeoing at that point, it's like, "I've got electric smoke. No one can fucking rodeo me because they'll die." And they had no idea what it was, and then they just fell over. But now they're getting savvier to that, and a lot of people are starting to use like striders because they can move away faster from pilots, so it's easier to avoid rodeos. And I like that evolution of play, even though the skill ceiling in that game is not massive.
I like
like
stepping on people when I'm in my Titan.
That's fun.
Even like bringing the
fun.
game down to be more casual friendly. I was thinking back like way back in the day, like Halo 1 and then Halo 2 and MLG. Like between Halo 1 and Halo 2, they made the game more casual friendly, but it's still being good. You could be better. Like the gap actually increased between being good and like bad at the game. And I don't know. I guess with auto lock that wouldn't really apply though.
Well, I don't think that at the highest level auto lock would even make a difference because people would be moving so quickly that they're not going to get auto locked in the first place. So I don't really see it being a problem. I've said it before. I think the smart pistol is really good against bad players, and there's a lot of them. So it appears very powerful, and they get mad about it. But good players don't die to the smart pistol. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
They're never in one place long enough.
But also, Halo had something that a lot of new games don't have now, which is, as I choked, the world doesn't want me to know. I just want to tell you guys.
Squish your head.
We'll never know.
How can you make a call if you're unable to speak?
The thing with Halo is that everyone, when they started, relatively had a fair chance. You were all on the same playing field when you started that game, and you went into a map. Besides, like, weird little outfits and things you had on. Most games now is the more you play, the much, 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 much better equipment you get, plus your skills increase because the more you play. So those people are just decimating everyone. And Halo, at least when the game started, you felt like you had a fair chance.
Yeah,
like you
in
weren't
Halo,
gonna get
when the first
wrecked.
game, you had a 3-shot pistol, and then they increased, whatever gun they used. I don't remember because I didn't really get that big into it, to like 5 shots. And so if you were consistent on that many shots and were good at the game, then you could slay everyone because they had to shoot you more times, were more likely to miss somewhere in those shots. But we're completely sidetracked off of.
but I mean,
That's a relevant
most of the items that you got, most of the good guns, weapons in the game, you got from the map itself.
Yeah.
And that's the difference is in things like, I mean, even in Battlefield 4, which I still play ridiculously too much of, most of the time I'm sitting there trying to level up a gun. Like I go to a specific map I like this gun a lot and I want to level up this gun so I can get a bunch more parts for it to make an even better gun. Like that's what you spend time doing. And that's not fun. That's not fun at all.
Grinding.
It's aggravating. And that's one of those things when you become an old man, you 20-somethings. You're all gonna die soon. Get ready.
Getting close to the 30,
Yeah.
I see it coming.
At that point, you're just like, I don't have time for this anymore.
We're past 25.
Gonna die.
We're on
You're
the
all
way. We're on the way to death.
Oh my God, your children will put you in a nursing home. Oh, that's gonna be bad for you guys.
Oh, one day all
Just
these young
the worst.
YouTubers are going to look back and be like, those old guys. First generation YouTube, get out of here.
I give YouTube 2 more years. then there's gonna be something else called like Extreme Sports Cough. Look, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
see YouTube going anywhere anytime soon unless there's a big innovation on how not to make video streaming cost as much. Because right now,
Disney.
Google's like the only people that have the money to fucking do it without charging you a subscription fee.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that becomes a factor. You know,
We know
it might happen. We'll see. We'll see. So, Betrayer, Dodger, you've been playing a bit of that, I heard. And I tried a bit of that earlier as well.
I was gonna play it last night and then I didn't.
And then you didn't? Yeah. I've only played about 30 minutes of it. It's fucking weird. For those who
It
don't
looked
know...
really weird. That's why I was excited to play. I downloaded it and then I just...
Yeah, I
didn't
played a
mind
little bit
playing
of it
it,
this morning. Then got kind of stuck, and I wasn't really sure what was happening. But Betrayer is a first-person sort of action-adventure set in the 16th century, I believe. Maybe 17th.
Oh, I bought this game. I was going to try it out. Yeah, tell me more.
Oh my god.
Well, it's the...
I don't know anything about games anymore.
The visuals
The
are the
visuals
most-
look nice.
Yeah, the visuals are the most striking. So I'm trying to find a trailer that doesn't have GameSpot's dirty fucking watermark all over it. It's like, we got a watermark a trailer because we own the content. I fucking hate it when people do that. Don't do that. That makes you a scumbag. Thank you very much. I'll do the announcement trailer. That'll do it. That'll do it. Eurogamer, you better not have watermarked it. No, you haven't. Good.
Is
Thank
it
you.
all black and white and only shows red?
Yeah. The thing is, you can turn that off. Like that's the default graphic style of the title, which again looks very strange. It's very interesting.
I think I get tired of it. After
It's like,
a while.
yeah, everything's grayscale, but then like ghosts and things are red, right?
Like the skeleton's eyes are red.
The enemies are kind of red as well.
It's
and they
important
bleed
things
red.
are red. So it's the
Yeah.
even
It's
though
Sin
not
City.
related at all, it's Schindler's List is what it is. With a
Oh,
Coke.
there's that too.
Yeah, there's
Bless
definitely
you.
that. But the thing is, you can turn that off. Like, there's a saturation slider, so you can go all the way up to just not having that at all. And it gives you full color, but it's still saturated in a weird sort of otherworldly kind of way. It was on early access for a long time. It is now out. I got up to the first town, and I did a few puzzles here and there, and then there were ghosts, and I'm not sure what's happening, and everyone's fucking dead, and there seem to be demon Spaniards trying to kill me, but this other character doesn't believe they are even real. Like, you really do have... what's-her-face from Diablo 3 just saying, oh, demons aren't real again. It's like, God, we got her back. Great.
Leah's in this?
Yes.
Nice.
But she might as well be. Like, she's constantly downing everything you're seeing. But I just don't know where it's going yet. You seem to have a decent amount of freedom outside of the first 10 minutes, which is just a corridor, basically. But once you get out of that, you can wander wherever you want. There's fast travel points. You can get equipment. You can upgrade your equipment. There's some puzzle solving involved in it. But a lot of the objectives, as far as I can tell, aren't objective markers. So it's like, oh, go solve this. It's somewhere around here, we think. And it'll be in the written stuff. And I'm terrible at that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
It's like back on World of Warcraft. Just skip through.
yeah.
Quest helper. Where do I gotta go? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty evil as well. It's not easy. You die in like 3 hits. It's got the Demon Souls thing going on where you go back to your corpse to get your money back. If you die again, your money's gone forever for some reason. So that's fun.
It's weird.
Can I ask a question? This is something that I think you guys will be able to answer very well. And it always interests me because I'm a big story nerd and I'm curious about this. Because Ken just brought up a really funny point about, WoW, for example. Where's the line between sticking around to watch and being involved in a story and clicking through it because you don't give any, like, you just want to get to the quest? Like, there's a fine line there where people are willing to sit through cinematics and sit through dialogue, and then there's also screw it, I just want to get to the game. Like, where is that for you? Because I always say, like, I love story, but then I'll play an RPG and be like, you will not stop talking. I just want to go. And there's clearly a moment where you give no shits, and I feel like that's an important thing for game developers to realize. I just don't know what that moment is.
That'd be really hard to pin down.
For me, it's like, it depends on how the game's been going so far. So like if there's a lot of stuff to read and I've realized that reading it doesn't improve my understanding of what I need to do, there's a higher likelihood that I'll skip it. Whereas if reading it helps me, like in the Sherlock Holmes games, for example, half the time when they're like, oh, here's a newspaper with all this news about this murder mystery, most of that information I don't need. Like I read through it and I'm like, I saw this body. I know all of this, but it still gives it to you to read, right? And with a quest, if like the quest tells me exactly what I need to do, then I'll read the quest every time. If the quest is like, let me tell you an anecdote about skeletons, go kill 10 skeletons, I'll stop. I won't read it anymore. So it has to do with whether or not they've convinced me it's important to pay attention up to the point where I start questioning it, you know?
Like, as far back to WoW, you're talking about WoW. The last one that I enjoyed, I stopped playing WoW in like the beginning of Cataclysm. But back in Wrath of the Lich King, when you played as a Death Knight and it had that whole little opening story part with Arthas and everything, that was really interesting to me. Like, things actually interacted with you. Like, he would whisper to you while you're running around town and things like that. And, you know, then they started with the, what they call it, not the zoning, but when you can be in one area and somebody else won't be. Phasing. They came up with phasing, so the world would change. And that became a lot more interesting. But still, when they're like, hey, let me tell you this really cool story. Now go collect 10 pouches for me. You know, you're like, eh.
Although I will say, I appreciate when those situations, those like anecdotal situations, are said to you and you're able to go do other stuff while it's being said to you versus read this. Yeah. I really liked that about Borderlands too. That like, whenever you picked up a quest, you could immediately walk away from that person and then it would switch to like a speaker sort of situation where you were hearing it broadcast to yourself and they would continue explaining the quest or explaining their story and you could listen if you wanted, but you weren't tied there.
Yeah, and you can turn it off whenever you like. I hate games that do audio logs where you have to be off the screen in order to listen to them. And they don't keep playing otherwise. That's infuriating. As long you can give me as much of your damn story as you please, as long as you let me play the game while I'm hearing it. I like the way Diablo 3 does its lore, for instance. Exactly. I can just listen to the nice, cool pieces of lore while I'm killing monsters. It's a nice little thing to have on in the background and go and revisit them whenever I want. That's good. Anything that is like, you must read this, and then you must read this, that's slowing me down, that I hate.
I have this like fun in my mind. I can easily picture two examples of this that drive me like Star Wars: The Old Republic, when you had story that was actually like the story was very, very, very good. Like when you had your cutscenes, it was like, this is great.
Yeah, this is one of the strengths of the game.
And you have the exact same, I guess, kind of storytelling devices in Elder Scrolls Online, but those cutscenes I cannot be bothered to sit through. Like
it's just like not very well voice acted or written or.
They're all, the thing is, they're all like very good voice actors. It's just not interesting. Like, it's just people talking to you about random crap. Like, you have no investment in it. And I think like that's investment is the key. Because at least when you're like, for a Sith, for example, you feel really good about the horrible things you do. You're like, this is great. I'm a bad human being or alien. And in Elder Scrolls, it's like, the pirates are looking for you. You've got to find the pirates. So go to the pirates. It's like, oh my god. Same thing with the Final Fantasy 14. A lot of games do that. And I think that's one of the reasons why, for example, Yaiba has the grindhouse thing they have is because they're trying to make boring dialogue interesting by like, let's spice it up and have him be sexist and things they'll say will be shocking because that's like, we can't write good dialogue, so we're gonna make it shocking to cover up for our shit. Like, I feel like that's a lot of what's happening right now with games. It infuriates me because you either have really boring games or games that try to be really like shocking, but they're still boring. And I just want good storytelling back in my games.
Another thing that goes along with that, I know they have to do it, like as far as voice acting and things for anime, but when like, say if you're watching one in English for whatever reason, and they say what they need to say, and then they say, in other words, I just want to like flip a table. I'm like, you just said it. Shut up.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah.
Thank you, chat. Going back to Witcher 2. Witcher 2, that's a game that had a fully fleshed out.
Mostly.
Yeah, Witcher 2 was like, look, we're going full adult, and it was like very cinematic in the way it was. Like, that's what we need more of. We don't.
Then it showed you boobies.
Look, you didn't even have to go see the boobies, which is the best part.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
it was a good game without it.
It was just like, F it. And then no one like Yaiba, going back there, like they fully are like, there's boobs and it's great. And Witcher 2 was like, there's boobs, but look, in the real world, people have sex. So that's the thing that happens in life. So deal with it. Like, that's the way they went. I was like, that's so much better than be like, we got a nurse. we got a nurse and she's a big old slut and she loves it. Like, no, I don't. Stop it. Like that's how you make up for really awful storytelling. Is you like throw shit at the player so you blind them from how awful it is.
Yeah, it's shock and awe,
crazy.
Isn't it? Like that's all it is, and you hope that they don't see through your smoke screen and realize there's nothing behind it. It's the fucking Wizard of Oz, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And
it's the Wizard of Oz.
We see it.
That's
so
what
much
happens with all sorts of games. It drives me crazy. I could go for hours. I'm gonna stop.
Witcher 2 is still on my backlog. I'll probably never finish it before Witcher 3 comes out. And that said, they have delayed it a year, so maybe I'll get around to it.
Another year?
I know. I had the exact same reaction when they were like, oh, we're going to delay Witcher 3 and make sure it's perfect. I was like, this gives me time to finish the second one that I never finished.
It's like, I only got a few hours into that shit. I better...
Has anyone ever played Witcher 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not really worth a playthrough. Like, the combat system is really, really funky in the sense that it's basically a rhythm game.
I've said that as well, but I get every time I say, you know, you don't need to play Witcher 1. Witcher 2 will give you the story of Witcher 1.
Which it does.
I mean, you'll be fine. And literally, people are like, "Are you? It's great. Are you?" Apparently, there's a huge fan base for the first one. I'm like,
at the time, it was good. Yeah, certainly. But like Witcher 2 kind of just stomps on it from every single possible angle to the point where. I guess if you have the tolerance for its combat system, maybe you could do The Witcher first and then go on, but.
It's not needed.
If you've even started Witcher 2, there's like going back to that is not an option. I did, and it's just like this combat system is not doing this game any favors.
And they literally in the like super upgraded version of Witcher 2, there's literally an entire opening intro that's like, or they also have a video included. It's like, here's what happened in the first game. So you don't even need to play the first. Like, it's not necessary.
Talking about things like that. They're repetitive, and I guess they get on your nerves just talking about where that point is. A weird thing yesterday, for the first time I played Papers, Please, and I wasted like 2 hours playing that game doing nothing. Like, how does this even happen? It was fun, but that game is literally work.
That's the essence of the title. It's literally work. And funnily enough, they made a compelling game. I won't call it a fun game, but it's a compelling game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I was actually interested. I was like, man, at first I didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, this kind of sucks. And I was like, well, going back to work, I wonder if there's going to be a terrorist attack today.
Yeah, it's like,
right?
What's the next stupid fucking mechanic they're going to throw at me that I've got to try and remember? It's like, now you got to check this and this and this. They're like, I can't. I have such bad short-term memory that I'm terrible at Papers, Please. I just can't do it.
Is there...
but if you do well at the beginning, then you can make those beginning ones easier and have shortcut hotkeys for them, and then it makes the whole game easy. Yeah, and then your son will get sick, and you'll be like, "Don't worry, kid, medicine." And the kid's like, "Ah!" That's how it happens.
He gets sick every other day. It doesn't make sense.
He gets sick constantly.
Indeed. I think it's about time to go to a break. We've been going on for an hour, so let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about more games we've been playing, which. We'll probably mention Diablo 3. Been playing a bit of Reaper Souls earlier today. I imagine most of us have tried that. Also, Love Trousers. Love Trousers.
Love Trousers.
Hey, Jesse, can I blame you for this, by the way? Because you were talking about 99 Luft balloons, 99 red balloons, my brain somehow connected the two, and I went on my video and said, well, Luft means red in German. And I'm like, oh, you idiot!
I saw somebody tweet about that, and I was like, oh no!
I don't believe I said that.
I don't even know what Luft means.
It's your fault.
Balloon,
you said it meant
Luft balloon means balloon, right?
You said it meant red balloon, and I'm like, fuck! No, it doesn't.
I don't know anything about Germany.
Oh, God.
Why would you listen to me? You live closer to them than I ever will.
I know, it's my fault, and I'll learn from that mistake and never do it again. You're watching the Co-Optional Podcast. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Co-Optional Podcast.
Hi.
Hi.
Greetings to everybody.
Hello.
No, you're still here. Good.
Yes.
Good to see you guys again.
And most of them are still here.
Most
a few
of them.
left. A few left, but most are still here. Just the way of things, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about a video game.
Danganronpa?
No, not that one. Nobody cares.
How far did you get in it? Did you
Still
play any
haven't
more
played
of
it again. Like, it's actually mostly because I can't find the charger for my Vita, so I don't know.
I've been there.
And Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD are out as well, so I kind of have something that I know I like that I might just play more of on Vita instead of...
Gotta get all them outfits.
10 was the last
10
one I
too.
enjoyed as far as Final Fantasies go.
Well, 10
You know
was
what?
good.
You know what I discovered? I discovered this thing that almost made me buy a Vita. So earlier this week, I tweeted my furious rage over how still to this day you can't delete achievements even if you played the game once, and it gives you an
remember you
achievement
tweeting
for just being like, "Hey, welcome to the game." Like, that's garbage. I just want to see what your game was. Don't torture me now. I have to look at. So anyway, I was complaining about how it's dumb. Turns out if you have a Vita, Vitas can delete PlayStation achievements.
Wow.
Really?
Well, there's a selling point if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
I didn't buy
apparently,
one. Oh my gosh.
Vitas have the ability to delete all PlayStation achievements. But you have to have a Vita. How messed up? I think that's why they made them. That's why I think.
I'm pretty sure they
That's the
didn't
only
develop,
reason.
spend like millions of dollars
I
developing
feel
the
like
hardware
that's
for that
it.
reason.
That's what I would have done.
All
Then
right.
someone asked me like, "What's the matter with you? Why can't you just settle with having one achievement?" Look, guys, there's a lot the matter with me, and one of them is my OCD will kick in because I will have to I complete games just to complete them on consoles. That's why I don't play anything on console anymore. Because on Steam, I have so many games, I don't care. But on a console, I play so few games. When you log in, you see I only have one achievement for like the one game that I own. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Internet bros judging me. I can't have that. I can't have it.
So I bought Diablo Reaper of Souls, and instead of playing it, I haven't played it yet. I'm here. So have you guys played it?
Yes.
Yes.
How is it?
It's great.
Is it great? Is it like saving the franchise kind of great, or?
I wouldn't go that far, but it's
Because I didn't enjoy Diablo 3 that much. The
here's the
original.
thing. Diablo Reaper of Souls literally took Diablo. I was at the launch party last night, and everyone said this. No one liked Diablo 3. Like the original Diablo 3, there were very few fans of it, and a lot of people just were not excited. And now everyone with patch 2.0, 2.01, or whatever it is now, everyone's really excited about the game again because it changes everything that was really awful about the game and sort of got rid of it.
Most
and they're
of it,
like, well,
anyway.
Like the loot
and-
that you get so much loot that you can't use. You're just like,
Yes. The 2.0 fixes the loot issue, which is what a lot of people complained about, and I was one of those people. Because really, that's all I really care about when it comes to a game like that. I want good items.
Yeah.
And I don't want shitty items. And Diablo before that was full of shitty items. It still doesn't fix the fact you can only have 6 skills active at any given time. I mean, that's something that people still complain about.
but I do like. I mean,
I don't mind that.
I like that you can use the what is that mode called?
Elective.
The elective mode. Elective mode makes it a lot more fun. It's interesting that since I've been using elective mode more with 2.0, I really my basic abilities. I mostly play a wizard, and my basic abilities are literally just buff, ice trap, and then 2 attacks. And that's all I need because everything else is so overpowered from the buffs. And it's like, I'm okay. This is perfect for me. This is great. I only have 2 buttons to click. This is wonderful. But the thing that changed it is I started playing Reaper Souls last night, and in a drunken stupor, I recorded all of it. It'll be on the internet shortly. And something that happened that I think is really, really great about Diablo now is weapons you get, especially legendary weapons, have special things added on to them. So, for example, I found a weapon called the Hydra something. It lets you spawn 2 sets of Hydras as a wizard instead of just 1 that you're limited to. So what happened is I realized, holy crap, this changes how I play. So I had to switch all my abilities to something completely new to match this new one that I got that's really overpowered. And now I can summon 2 giant-ass Hydras that literally light the floor on fire. So whenever I'm fighting anyone, they're just guys standing in fire and they die. I was like, this is incredible. This changes how I play.
I had a similar one, actually. I think it was the legendary drop that I got from Diablo. It's like, it cuts the... There's some... God, I can't remember the ability. It's basically like a heal, effectively. But you can obviously ruin it to do different things. The headpiece I've got cuts the cooldown time of that in half. Yeah? Which actually, I never used that ability up to that point, but now like, hang on a minute, I can integrate this in some way. And what I did was, I now that I can use it like every 6 seconds, I can actually take more damage-heavy abilities and not worry so much about protection, because I can heal myself way more than I have any right to. And then I slap the rune on that, which gives me 10% extra damage. Now, normally, you're not supposed to be able to have that on all the time. Now I can. As long as I hit that button every fucking 10 seconds, I have 10% extra damage on everything, which...
And
that's
I think, is a really great thing they added to the game. And they added other little things, too. Like, maybe 2 hours later, I got another wand that changed how I played again. Like, it was like, this time, you're using blades instead of using the Hydra. So then I had to switch everything I was doing to become a melee wizard. Like, it was really cool. And then I found a set of gloves that whenever you get a massacre kill, which I guess is you kill a certain amount of enemies, gold rains from the sky.
Yeah.
So it goes massacre and gold just falls from the sky. I was like, this is great.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, this is, man.
I just got my first set item.
stuff.
I had no idea what that was. Like, I got a
green stuff?
fist weapon.
Yeah.
Like, what the shit is this? And I got it, and it's like the Shaolin fist of whatever the fuck. And it's like, whoa, look at the stats on this motherfucker. I want to find the second one. I probably never will. But, I really want to try and track down the second one of those, because some of the upgrades are just kind of ridiculous for it. But I'm finding myself kind of getting joyous about Loot Game. The respecking thing is a weird thing, because I'm in two minds about it. I've always been in two minds about it, but I think like I'm leaning towards it more now that loot doesn't suck. Before I was like, this is garbage. Like you should have to commit to a build, you should build your talents up, and like you'll get this real kind of feeling of power over time as your character grows, and it blossoms into what you're looking for, you know? And I didn't really think that I had that feel. But half of me says, because you can get these items that now do these really wacky things, you can rebuild on the fly entirely around that item. Yeah, I rebuilt around the fact that I got a legendary shield. You know? And then I rebuilt again when I got an item that's like, oh, it buffs my wave of light up by like 30%. Oh, I better switch to that then, which means I'm now going to change these skills around to complement that better. I'll use a different mantra and all that sort of thing. And then the other half of me says, though, that, well, I shouldn't really be I should be looking for specific items, not getting to the point where, oh, something good just dropped, better change my entire build around it, because that feels like the items are really dictating to me how I play, instead of me searching out things which complement the way that I play. But I suppose you could still do that. It's just that when you get a drop that's that good, you just feel like, oh, I better just, like,
stick with it.
Yeah, I'd better wear this and I better re-rune around it completely and re-skill around it. So, I don't know. I'm in two minds. I still don't know if I like it. Yes, Dodger.
Can I read a tweet to you guys? From at
yes.
I'm the Walnut said, Luft means air, you Philistines.
Yes, it does. And, you know, if I'd even engaged my brain, I would have realized that. It's like, oh, well, Lufthansa and Luftwaffe, pretty sure neither of those mean red. But
Red
fucking the Jesse fucking brain parasite.
Oh, the parasite.
Bored its way into my fucking synapses and started giving me false information, like the little bitch that he is.
That's how I get all my dates. I'm boring in a woman's brain. It takes a long time, but eventually it pays off.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Shenlong's Fist of Legend. Yeah, that's the one that I got. And before that, because I noticed there's a big step in power as well from level 60 to 61. I'm getting some kind of silly drops where I'm like, oh, I thought my gear was good. No, it wasn't. Not even close. Replacing a lot of shit. I got a sword that literally increased my DPS by 100%. And it's just a one hand. I'm like, you fucking what? I'm just like, I'm equipping this. It has like plus 1,000 holy damage on it at level 61. Like, yup.
Blizzard kind of always does that when they come out with a new expansion, though. Like,
oh, they wipe your previous progress.
Trash.
Yeah. And you know, like I used to care about that a lot as well, but I didn't play enough Diablo to give a fuck. So I'm like, oh, well, my equipment was garbage anyway, so let's go.
Speaking of that, in Diablo, I know like the point of the game is kind of to play through it and then turn up the difficulty, play through it again. Have they done anything with the replay value on this game at all?
Yes, adventure mode. Huge amount.
Hold up.
What?
Chat is informing me that I like how I'm taking blame for things. I think Jim was the one who said it was
No,
red.
this is all your fault.
Chat's saying it was Jim.
No, it wasn't Jim.
Chat's saying it was
your fault.
Jim.
It was all
Chat's
you.
saying it's Jim,
Definitely
though.
you.
Look, I'll take the blame.
Yeah, you
but
take that blame.
I just want to let you know it was Jim.
You already admitted to the use of the brain parasite. You don't get to get away from this.
But that's
Even if it wasn't this time, it would have been
that's
another
the
time.
sexy times, though. That's my sexy time brain parasite.
That's all the podcast is, right? Just 3
Really?
hours of foreplay.
Really, that's all it is. Super sexy
Is this
time.
is this an innuendo?
I think I've gone beyond that point at this stage. Just like the subtlety has evaporated. The time for subtlety has passed, sir.
There's adventure mode now, which is basically you go around and hunt bounties in different areas of the game, and you collect things from those bounties, and it's fun. There's a lot of new things to do. I'm actually kind of impressed by the amount of story they put into the actual main game. I wouldn't say it's any better, but there's a lot more of it.
Oh, Act 5?
I mean,
so far I'm not really I'm not massively impressed by like the storytelling in Act 5, but it's like it's par for the course for the rest of Diablo. It's like, all right, okay, we get Malthael's like doing shit, and maybe there'll be some twist in, but he's like his motivations are sort of explained from the very start. And it's almost like, hey, remember we're Diablo? Yeah, we're going to horrify you. Look at how horrifying this is. Isn't this scary? Look at, oh, shit, civilians, horrible things are happening to them. Like, okay, we get it. We get it. Stop trying to drown me in blue-tinged misery, because that's what you're doing in Act 5.
The problem with that, which I think is really funny, is I like how this is actually something that I commented on while playing, and even in a drunken stupor noticed, and I was really impressed, but then very saddened by it instantly, is that unlike the rest of the game, Act 1 through 4, and even in Diablo 2 and even in original Diablo, there are never any people in the world. Like, Sanctuary always felt very empty. Like, there was a town with maybe, like, 20 people in it.
I was going to say, I fundamentally disagree that Diablo 3 didn't have people in towns. It had a lot of people in towns.
But you know, it was just sort of like Chaldeum, for example, had a few traders and stuff, but it wasn't a lot of people. Like you go out into the countryside and suddenly it's just all monsters and nothing.
Okay.
And in this one, since you're in a major capital city, there are people everywhere, which I think is actually really cool. The problem that I had instantly, though, was soldiers are just standing around, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, hey, are you running? I'm a monster now. And it's like, oh, you got to every time. So eventually I just wait until they become a monster. I'm like, are you going to change? Or
you walk up to a soldier and one's going to drop from the ceiling and attack you. Like, oh, here they are again. All right.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, this is cool. There's actually people in this world now, and there are other people trying to fight evil instead of just you. And I was like, this is great. And all of a sudden, there's like, a monster. It's like, oh, well,
Jesse,
you tried.
in the first act, they're all sick and they're turning into zombies, and you're kicking their bodies over in the world because they're dead and taking their loot.
Indeed.
It's true.
You know, there's never enough loot on those bodies. As someone that played Path of Exile, where there's actually quite a lot of loot on those bodies more often than not, there's nowhere near enough. Like, I don't even bother tipping over bodies anymore, because there's never going to be anything good on them.
Me neither. Yeah, because, like, before, originally when you would play Diablo 3, like, everything had too much loot, and now I'm like, at the very least, the bodies should have something
Have some
on
money
them.
or something. Like, nope.
Yeah. Every time I turn a body over, they're like, I'm dead. I'm dead, dog. I'm like,
yeah, it's
no,
like, stop
on.
kicking the corpses. There's nothing in them.
Yeah, I guess not.
There should be an achievement for that just says, fucking quit it. Kicked over 300 corpses with no results.
Yeah, corpse kicker.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can only hope that when I die, if I could incorporate one thing in the game to life, that would be the Diablo loot. When I die, I just want to throw whatever I got up in the air. Just throw my loot.
Just go like,
heart attack.
There is an awesome animation. I don't know if you guys watch this, but Carbot, who is a guy that does a series called StarCrafts, which is hilarious, he did one called Diablols, and he redid the main intro for Reaper of Souls. And there's two really, really good bits in it. But one of them is one of the Haradrim, obviously he's kind of being dragged to his death and dies or whatever. And obviously there's a huge impact in the main cinematics. Like, oh god, that's horrifying. Malthael's really scary. In this, he explodes into a shower of coins, and then Tyrael goes and starts picking them up. It's the best.
I'm gonna ruin the end of that video because it's very, very good. At the end, they get.
Hang on, whoa! Spoiler is activated.
Wait a minute.
Why are you ruining the end of the video? It's good.
Never mind, Jesse. Just go. Just do it.
It's alright, I put the spoiler alert sign up. If you haven't seen the Diablos video, don't listen for the next 30 seconds because Jesse's a dick. Continue.
Oh.
But it's very good. They take the soul stone, and then at the end, a treasure goblin jumps up and steals it. And the funny bit is, I don't even know how long the scene is, but it feels like a Family Guy Forever moment, where it's them whacking the treasure goblin, and they aren't even hurting him, and he just opens a portal and then jumps through.
Leaves.
It's the most It's the most real moment in that entire video where you're like,
Yeah.
I was there once. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's very, very
Really
good.
Spoiler alert is now off, so quit it. But yeah, you should watch that animation. And anything Carbot has ever made, he did a Heroes of the Storm one, but he mostly does StarCraft one. He actually works for Blizzard now, and he keeps making those, and that's good. He's so good at what he does. Very, very funny. StarCraft Season 3 just started as well, which is already turning out to be very funny indeed.
The reason that I laughed about that is because typically when you spoil the end of something, the precursor is you're never going to watch this anyway because it's shit. But here's the end. Whereas in this situation, it was, I'm going to spoil the ending because it's really good and you should watch it.
What I will say about everything that Carbot ever does is he does visual comedy really well. So even if you know the ending, you'll probably still find it funny anyway because the fun is in the animations. Like, that's the joke. There's all visual comedy. Yeah, there's that. I mean, so far, it's coming along okay. I'll get to level 70. I'll see where I go from there. I got very brief review access to the game, but unfortunately, they then shut the review server down because apparently Blizzard has this real problem with typoing my email address. They've done it 3 times now. They fucked up my invite for Heroes of the Storm. As people are well aware, like, everyone's streaming Heroes of the Storm, and I'm just like, fuck! Because they sent it to cyclicalbrit.com, and like, and apparently they did it again with my review access to Heroes of the to Reaper Souls.
Must be in like the company address book just wrong.
I think
nobody's
so.
been able to fix it officially.
I think that is entirely possible.
Also,
I've got a BRB, guys. Feel free to keep talking.
Okay. What I was going to say is, since everybody's so worried that I'm just like chugging cough syrup right now, I'm not.
Honey.
It's honey.
Is that honey tea? What are you drinking?
Oh,
over
honey bear. What kind of tea is that? Jasmine.
No,
Earl
it's just
Grey.
Lipton black tea. It's not. But
He was right. Philistine.
I'm straight up eating mountain forest honey, light amber. I have raw honey in my pantry, but it's like
Is it
hard.
in the comb?
No, it's not in the
honeycomb?
comb. No, it's in like a little dish thing like this, but it's all like, it's hard. Like I would have to scrape it out.
No way.
least
You
with-
stick microwave 5 seconds. Boom. You're good.
Yeah, but
That's work.
I wanted to get back and talk about Diablo.
Yeah. I think if I died, and
It's work.
I'd throw like a
I didn't
legendary
want to
double
do that.
cheeseburger. from
Oh,
McDonald's.
I like how you have to carry that on you. Here's what would happen. You throw that up, and when the detectives got there and they found your body, they'd be like, "Obvious died of eating a cheeseburger." I mean,
There it is. Why is
I mean,
this one
there's the
unwrapped?
evidence.
It's orange, so it's obviously poisoned.
It's a legendary cheeseburger. I want to know where you buy a legendary cheeseburger from, because that sounds delicious.
Jesse, what do you think you would throw if you threw loot when you died? Confetti?
Oh, I would white trash. White
Cats.
trash.
It
Grays.
would be
Gray
cats.
items. Just
Just a mountain of grays. Rah!
yeah, just like
Oh, wait, can
A
I be one of
sweatshirt?
those dudes that like, you know, the like huge monsters that when you kill them, they turn into a bunch of eels that like chase you?
Oh, yeah.
uh-huh.
I want to be that, but when I die, it's cats. Just cats fly out and chase you.
explode out of cats explode out of you.
It'd be cool if they like squirmed on the ground like that too, like cats.
Yeah, they literally just zigzag, like dash at you like ninjas. Terrifying. That would be so scary.
Be on the
I
news.
enjoy the concept that you are now made of cats. Really, what we found out here is you are a stitched together construct comprised of cats. That
Yeah.
is
If somebody were to lift up my sweater, cats would fall out and I would lose my form.
Oh no.
wow, you're Oogie Boogie is what you are. Except instead of worms and spiders and stuff, it's cats.
It's cats. It's all cats.
You're cats. It explains a lot, actually.
Better
I
get
know.
smelly in there.
Yeah. By the way, you
All the
guys should
mental
watch the
things
most
going on.
recent. You guys should watch the most recent co-optional podcast animated because it's the I'm a grenade video that everybody's been asking for, and it's great.
I'm a grenade. It's very good. Very good. So what?
I haven't even seen
was
it. I'm
there-
excited. Don't even know
Was there anything else that important happened this week? Like Diablo, that's wonderful. But,
Right?
I mean...
Any other
I-
games? Is that what you're
Yeah.
asking?
Oh, Bioshock Infinite came out today, but I haven't played it yet. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I get done
DLC?
here. You play as Elizabeth, doing
Ooh.
things. I don't know what, but I have no clue. I'll play that. I just don't.
Is it after the ending of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's after the ending, and I don't. Here's the thing. It's the last game they make as a studio. Irrational is going to make as a studio. So, is it the end of the BioShock series? So how does this? That's what I'm excited. I want to know how they end it.
They're giving BioShock to 2K. Is that right? They're saying, here, take this and continue making games, and we're gonna. I, the creator of Irrational, I'm gonna go make other cool things. Question mark.
Oh, well, now that TV's gone, we can talk Heroes of the Storm. Oh my god, we kicked his ass this week, guys. We beat TV so bad, you have no clue.
Really?
It was amazing.
That's amazing.
Yes. Krendor, myself, Husky, Sinvicta, his friend Nick, we all grouped together. Unfortunately, TB was grouped with, like, his wife and people that don't really know how to play, but it doesn't matter. We went full try hard and wrecked them. I went 18-0. 18-0,
Wow.
guys. I know, and I suck
still
at numbers.
haven't even touched Heroes of the Storm.
That's good. So you guys can't talk about it. So when he comes back, we won't even mention it. I'm not going to bring it up to him. He was very mad at the time. Not going to mention it. But we kicked his ass. We fully kicked his ass. Oh my god, it was sad. It was sad.
Do you like it?
And
Do you like playing it?
It's a great game. But I decided I'm only going to play as Patriot Jim Raynor because he has American flag as a dick, which is great.
America.
And that's right. He's the best. And so that's very fun. And yeah, you play as a team, everything's as a team, experiences as a team, kills are as a team. So, I mean, you have to be in the area, but you get credit for a kill as a team. Like, there is no you, it's about we, and that's how you win. And you try to, get creeps that turn into mercenaries, and there's all sorts of different things going on. I enjoy it because you have to work together. Now, that's
community is going to be really fun in that game.
Yeah.
I enjoy it because I've been playing with friends. I imagine if I was pugging it or playing it by myself, that'd be the worst experience ever. Because at least you can talk to people and try to work out your strategy. If you're by yourself, doing things as a team, I assume would be very difficult. So I will never do that.
Never ever.
And we're done. Conversation over. So that's what I think about BioShock 2. I don't know. We'll see. Or not BioShock 2, but the expansion.
Yeah.
Patch.
Wasn't there supposed to be a Battlefield DLC that came out today and then they delayed it again for PC? It came out for console but not for PC because they were like, we're having more issues.
It's the one with the aircraft carriers. I know that. Like the second assault or something. It's called. I don't know what it's called.
Hover stuff.
Naval
carrier
something.
thingy. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool. We'll see.
Yeah,
It's trying to hold up.
Also,
I wasn't impressed with the last one.
I understand that you decided to talk about Heroes of the Storm in my absence.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Nope.
The chat never lies. They are highly predictable when it comes to
That
this
is
stuff.
That is
Okay.
the stupidest thing you've ever said.
All right. I will
lies.
take that back. The chat frequently lies. However,
I was about to say.
However, they are very predictable in what they talk about. So, it's very easy. It's like, oh, there's 2 pages of the word salt. I bet he was talking about that match.
Nope. I would never, TB.
So what? I mean,
never.
what do you have to say about it?
TB, what's your side of the story?
Yeah.
That was pretty obvious. They went in with a 5-stack. We had 3 newbie players and me and one other guy, and we lost. As simple as that.
That's
my
what
fault.
I said. That's what I said to chat. That's literally what I was like. We were team try hard, and that's how that.
Yeah,
ended.
which is fine. I was playing with the missus. We had Anna Prosser in there as well, who had played for 2 days. We had one other person. Who was it? Oh yeah, Christopher Ray from NVIDIA, who was like literally level 5. He'd basically played 3 matches total.
You sold me out, chat. You sons of bitches. I hate you so much.
Yeah, it was annoying. Yeah. But I mean, really, it was kind of silly to do. What we should do, I'll happily challenge you again with a proper team at some point. That would be fun.
Whatevs, that's fine. Oh my god, can you get? I guess you can't, but I was gonna say get some of the other streamers, but most of them like. Look, I've got beef with 90% of the streamers on YouTube.
It's pretty amusing. You get really. You get really upset with people like Crip for some reason.
It's not real, but in the heat, in the heat of the moment, I just go off on people. Like, so we were playing like Pisto and Crip and some of the other guys who stream, and we were just like various swears and things that were said that should never be said about another human being, but we said it anyway. And then after the match was over, we're like, good match. And we were like, I don't think they're gonna get.
They're probably not gonna watch the VODs. Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna be very mad at us if they ever see what we said about them. We did a whole bit about how presidents throughout history were like they didn't like Crip, like Bill Clinton was like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, but I did fuck Crip, right? Like stuff like that. And that's like how we did it all night long, and it was just
I said, saying anything bad about Crip is the most fun because he has some really salty fanboys, hugely, who will go after you. I recall when I've probably mentioned this before, when like he and one of his he had a bunch of people on Ventrilo or whatever, and one of them claimed that I was stream cheating him during a match, which was bullshit. And like I literally got hundreds of messages from hugely salty people, and every time I've even mentioned Crip's name, I actually got people messaging me because apparently he offhand mentioned on a stream that he'd gone into the break room at BlizzCon, and apparently he'd like said hi to me or whatever, and I don't know, I was probably just like, I'm in one of my headspaces where I'm not like paying any attention or anything, and apparently I blanked him, and like I had 50 people tweet me. It's like, why the fuck did you blank Crip, you motherfucker? Like, whoa, calm the fuck down.
This like whiff turf war. Just like, no, I'm not gonna say hi to that guy.
It's like no, there's no turf war. I haven't spoken much to the guy. He's a lot better at Hearthstone than I am, and he streams Hearthstone and Diablo, and that's what he does. Okay, calm the fuck down. What's wrong with you? I didn't insult your mother. Jesus, God, leave me alone.
Maybe kiss their mother.
I feel like we need to take a moment here.
Okay.
And appreciate, first off, my genius, but secondly, that I'm usually right about everything that comes out of my mouth eventually. It may not be right then, but one day I'm usually right. I like to take this moment to say, Flappy Bird guy, I called it. That's all I need to say.
Here we go.
Called Flappy Bird guy. Called it. I knew he was a shill and a sellout. I know my sellout whores. Trust me. And this guy, giant sellout whore. I knew it. The minute he was like, I can't handle all this money in my life. I'm just going to... But now I'm re-releasing because I need more money. Bad man. He's a bad man. And I know bad men.
Is it bad?
Oh, it's...
Or is it human?
Bad, it's good.
Is it bad?
I say it's human.
Humans are inherently bad.
I say it is human.
It is human.
To err is human.
Don't justify that. Don't justify that.
Yes.
Come the fuck on.
To forgive is divine, Jesse. To forgive.
I don't forgive. I'm no God. I'm a man,
divine.
Baby. I'm all man, baby. I don't forgive.
As he gradually breaks up further on Skype, it's like,
I know,
no, apparently you are a digital artifact, it would
one
seem.
Pixel of Jesse. And I'm like,
I've literally shut down everything on my computer but Skype. I don't know what's going on right now.
Well, the Time Warner cable is lovely, isn't it?
They're still in your net.
Yep. It's the brain parasites, man. They're back. But no, I'm gonna stick to my guns on this. To err is fucking human. He had no idea what to do with his fame. He overreacted, and I was like, all right, I should probably bring that back. You know, cooler heads prevail, kind of stuff. He is not some criminal mastermind, Jesse. He did not steal anything from anybody.
No. What he stole was our innocence, because what happened is he took the game off the market knowing that people wanted more of it, and now he's bringing it back because he wants that hype and that buzz. Like,
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because 1,000,001 clones of it came out.
That's how
most of them are better.
Players get ladies. That's how players get ladies, because they're like, I'm
how would you know anything about being a player?
I don't know anything about.
I don't even know what he's doing. He's too pixely.
I'm learning from TV. I'm smoking a cigarette because I'm a bad boy. Like, hey, I'm bad. And then these are my lady boobs, right? I'm squeezing them because I'm so turned on by the bad boy. That's what happens in life. You think it's crazy, but that's factual information.
Well, I mean, if that happens, then like 20 other guys come and do the exact same thing, like with what happened to Flappy Bird. I mean, it's the buzz is kind of killed on Flappy Bird. I think
they will do that. Guys will do that.
and they will not do it as well, but that happens all the time. It's going to happen. Someone else is going to make a great game and be like, we have to pull it from the market. It's too fucking awesome. And then what's going to happen? They're going to bring it back to market and be like, now the game that no one could play is back. It's going to happen. Flappy Bird guy set a precedent. Flappy Bird, I'm going to be proven right one day. I'm going to be proven right. Flappy Bird guy is a straight up G. He knows what he's doing. He is a player. He gets it. He gets it. And I respect him so much now because I know he's as bad of a human being as I am. And I get it. I get it now.
I don't see how it's bad, though. I mean, like, say if you had your YouTube channel and, like, you just started and it exploded and you're like, whoa, and you like, quit.
And then you shut it down.
Like, wow, that's retarded. Let me come back.
If you shut it down, there's so much buzz on the internet. Like, this guy, he didn't know what he was getting into, but now he's back and he's fucking badass. You get 12 billion more views because
of that bad?
It's not bad. It's genius. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying he convinced so many people that he was like, oh, my life is so difficult now. I didn't want this. Dude, his life was great. What he did is he took a vacation. He took a vacation, and now he's back, and he's like, oh, I'm ready to make a fortune.
How are you going to sit here and call him bad over and over again and say you're not calling him bad? What are you doing here?
There's a lot of people who have had really successful YouTube channels and then quit and then come back and had no one watch them.
That's because they didn't have the press, the publicity of this guy.
Well, they waited a long time. Most of them, didn't they?
Yeah, most of them disappeared for like years. This guy was like, I can barely make 3 months. That's the difference. Genius. He's a genius.
So there's a cutoff point, is what you're saying.
The attention span of the public. Yes, we're very ADD about information.
Very
Watch
awful.
the news. The story changes 1 week from the next. We could be focused on like, where's the Malaysia flight? And now it's totally different. Now no one cares anymore. They still never found that plane, by the way.
Pretty sure there's a few people that fucking do. Just a few.
I feel bad for the families. I feel bad for the families, and I guess the Malaysian government because they're incompetent as shit. But still, no one, like, the general public has moved on, and that's the same thing with this. Like, this guy knew. He planned it. He planned 3 months as the maximum window, and he knew, like, I got to get back in the game. I'm telling you,
Jesse,
telling you.
The more like, pixelated you get, the more sassy you get.
Dodger is getting more sick just as a result of you.
That's because she can't handle the truth.
She's degraded throughout the show.
She can't handle the truth that I'm spilling. Her worldview has changed right now. She never knew. She's been so isolated in her little kingdom of Hollywood where everyone's smoking the dope and wearing their hipster shorts that are pink hipster shorts. Get Sam, he has pink shorts. I know he does. So then,
he does.
and then they eat their kale lattes, right? And I'm tired of it. I've got to let the world know we're assholes out here. It's kill or be killed. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and either you're eating dog or you're dog-eating.
What are you even talking about now?
I don't know. I'll shut up.
Oh, jeez. That's the Flappy Bird truth, people.
That was the Flappy Bird truth.
Oh, I'm crying. That's too funny.
Oh, my God.
You're welcome into this.
That exhausted me. That whole conversation physically exhaused me.
It's hard when your worldview changes and you have to keep up with something like that. I got you. I understand.
Well, I tried to wait until Dark Souls 2 came out on Steam, but I couldn't, so I got it on console anyway.
Oh, dear. How are you finding it so far?
I'm enjoying it, and I've always thought Dark Souls, it is a hard game, but it's not as hard as everyone makes it out to be. It's a strict game, and as soon as you figure out the rules to play by, you can. It doesn't. I mean, sometimes when you're aggravated, you'd be like, "That's completely unfair," but you're the one spamming the button and got hit. But I am liking it. I like some of the changes. They went back to Demon Souls, I liked Demon Souls a lot, and they've added the attributes to how quickly you pull your shield up. And at first I didn't understand what that was about, and I was really mad about it. It's like, you can't pull your shield up. And Sam, I was talking to him about it. He's like, dude, just put it in that attribute, whatever it's called. But ultimately, it's a good game. I like the things they've done with the servers and the instant. When you put your sign down, you can summon someone. And and they also made the characters not look butt ugly.
Yeah, the characters look pretty cool. Unless you're undead. If you die and you're undead, then you look real gross.
But I mean, they used to have the little
progressively
pointy nose
grosser
characters.
Yeah.
This is what, the Havoc engine? I guess they finally
Is the Havoc physics engine still working the way it's supposed to? Because, God, there are some interesting interactions with ragdolls in that game. Like, in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Like, oh, I've got a skeleton attached to my leg.
They took that
along for the
That's
ride.
my favorite thing in the world.
They took that out to where you can't hook them around your leg and like spin them and throw them anywhere. Like,
Oh,
you
that's
just pass through 'em.
disappointing, actually.
But like when you go so far out, like I guess I don't know what the word for it is when it's not there anymore and you come back and it reloads it. The bodies will just kind of fall out of the air sometimes, and like you'll come back through an area and a body will be falling down the stairs. And you're like, huh, that's still it's kind of funny. But
The one thing, I finally got to like actually play it too. And will like never let go of it. But the one funny body thing that happened with me was there was like a skeleton throwing bombs that was above me. And I was like, all right, I gotta just run up there and then dodge out of the way of where the bomb's gonna hit, right? So that then I can turn around and shoot that guy. So I'm like running up and I dodge and I hear the explosion, but it did not happen anywhere near me. And I turned around and he had thrown the bomb, but it had just fallen in front of him and blown up his body. And I was like, what? Okay.
it's kind of goofy sometimes.
Yeah, so I got to watch him just like fall and then go down the stairs, and that's why I thought of it. But that game is fun.
I don't know if they had it in the older ones, but you can turn on like cross-region play now to where, say, you can play with someone out of country, or if you can't find anyone to summon, then you can turn it on and get someone on the other side of the world if the lag's not too terrible.
I will say, I feel like playing Monster Hunter was a good way to get used to some of the mechanics that are used in Dark Souls.
When you swing.
Dodging in particular and timing swings, definitely.
Yeah, it's super similar that way. And I was like, this is like a way more intense, dark version of Monster Hunter. And I enjoyed that because then I had at least some skills to harken back to and be like, oh, I played a lot of that game. I can do that here. But I'm still not used to using the triggers to like attack things. I'm used to the attacks being buttons, not bumpers or triggers. So I was like, I kept dying because I was drinking potions instead of attacking things.
There's one thing that bugs me about the game, but it's gameplay purposes. Like if your stamina is really low and like anything touches your shield and you're blocking, your guy is just dumbfounded for like way too long. He's like, whoa, the wind
knockback is
blew.
really long.
Whoa,
Yeah.
okay, I'm back. Or if you gotta like heal yourself, you like sit there and like you're drinking a fancy like a martini. You're like, I better heal while these guys are coming at me. Don't worry. Okay, now I'm done. Oh, were we fighting? I'm sorry.
They did that in Monster Hunter too, where like you would eat meat.
Yeah,
You
had
would
to sit
eat
there
and then
eat
be
it.
like, oh yeah, that was delicious. And I'm like, just get out of the way.
Like you can use the
me
life
nuts.
gems in Dark Souls and you slow down, but you still are able to move. But when you use your flask, you just have to stop there and stand for like good 3 or 4 seconds, and that's a long time in the game when you're fighting a gigantic boss that's after your butt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What game is this? That boss just wants your butt.
It's after your booty. That's another one of my favorite things to do. You can leave your messages for other people, and they've made it to where you can leave longer messages. And there's like you leave a message, and then you can put "but," and then there's a an object, his hole, so you can be like attack butthole. It's very childish, but it makes me happy.
I like you more and more, Ken. Like,
Yeah, I was
don't know
gonna
why. I can't pinpoint it, but I'm liking
really?
you more and more.
Really? You like that butthole talk, huh? Ha, ha, ha.
What can I say? I like a man who goes to the butthole.
That's all I have to say about Dark Souls.
And that's probably for the best, considering where this is going.
Oh.
I like sick people laughter because it's so sad. You know they're in pain. You know they hurt, but they can't stop. Oh boy.
Well, what else is going
What
on,
if-
guys?
Yeah. What else is happening?
What else have we played?
Do we have newsworthy information? Anything?
We've got bits and pieces. I don't think there's anything else I really want to talk about.
Oh, I want to talk about something. So after
What?
last week's podcast, I actually got to go to the. I apologize in advance. My screen keeps getting more and more blurry, and I don't.
It's getting
I don't,
worse. I don't know what's
I don't know
up
what
with
to
it.
do. Anyway, so basically, last week at the end of the podcast, I went down to the GDC show floor to go check out all the new technical jibba jabba that they have down there. And so the Oculus Rift, right? It was on display. Everything was there. It was pretty cool. You could play the new Eve game. I went over to the Sony one because I want to see relatively how it was compared to the Oculus Rift. So I go to play the Oculus Rift, or the Sony version, the VR, whatever it's called, and I'm standing in line, and people are just like, ooh, and this is great. Put on the headset. The game they have to test is called The Deep, and it's a game where you are in a shark tank underwater as a great white shark attacks you. I have never been more traumatized in my entire life. I literally was freaking out. And somewhere there is a German news station that has footage of me losing my shit. That was not cool. Not even, like the one thing, Oculus Rift has got a space sim where you're flying around shooting shit. This was like, you're in a cage and a shark's trying to eat you. Enjoy from Sony. It was horrifying. It was not cool.
Oh, God.
And it looked very real. Like, graphics have come too far. I am not cool with this.
Oh no, Jesse!
I do not.
mean,
it was a bad.
My greatest
situation
nightmares
for me.
come to life.
I could share your fear of the sharks too, like the movie Open Water, Deep Blue Sea. No, I can't even watch them. But like, how are did you even control your guy, or did you just like and take it off?
No, it was all. You had a controller, and that would move like your body. But since you're in a cage, it was just you could look around, and
you're like,
if you turned, you would visually see behind you. So there's no reason to use a controller. It was literally just a. I'm sure there's a game there somewhere, but what they showed us was literally just you're being attacked by sharks.
You're just in the water, and this shark is hitting the cage, and you're freaking out. That sounds.
There's a moment where he starts like biting on like an air tank. He starts ripping it off, and the cage starts shaking, and you're just like, "Oh, this is not cool." He bites through the cage and comes at your feet. I was like, "Stop
No,
I'm just saying,
oh,
it's
Jesse.
horror,
it!" Isn't this?
horror on Oculus Rift is going to take a huge step up.
Yeah.
The
And
worst.
fuck everything
invested-
about that.
Didn't Valve invest in Oculus Rift?
They've definitely been helping out
don't
with
know.
it. They did a lot of things with TF2, and they actually have been doing a lot of research with it. It's like, oh, well, how do you set up a UI that works with virtual, whatever the fuck it's called, virtual reality? How do you do that? And they made all sorts of changes to make that happen.
Nice. This
I
Sony, are they trying to do something with their own?
Yes, Sony announced quite recently they're doing their own VR, which they're putting a lot of money into. So kind of the arms race has begun, I suppose.
that's what I played. Is the Sony? That's what I was using. Is the Sony VR
Sony
system.
one, yeah.
And honestly, it feels a little bit lighter. I don't know if that goes to show quality or like parts included. It feels a little bit lighter than the Oculus Rift, and it actually. I mean, I didn't really notice that much of a difference visually. So even if they try to get to market first, I think that's great. I think competition's great because it's not crap. I was worried it was gonna be garbage. That's why I went to it first. I was like, is this gonna be a piece of junk machine? It's not bad. It's not. I still am horrible at using any of those because I have glasses, which is unfortunate. So once you take them off, it was a blurry
It'd
shark,
be
but
cool.
I knew what was happening.
It would
So
be
Sony's a-
cool. Sorry, keep going.
No, I was just going to say Sony's is going to be on console. I think it would be like the Oculus Rift would do better anyway since it's for PC and more people can create their own like indie games like freely.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's power as well. Yeah, the PS4 is the most powerful next-gen console on the market right now, but it still doesn't hold a candle to a modern PC. And VR takes a lot of fucking power to properly render and look good. And that does concern me greatly, because I mean, the frame rate will be the first thing to go when it comes to the Sony one, but Carmack for the Oculus Rift guys is like, nope, gotta be 60 FPS. This is my standard. This is how it's gonna fucking work. Nothing less. And I could see Sony very easily say, no, 30's fine. Like, no, it's not.
It would be cool if on the VR headsets, if they made it so that you could, when you first buy it, you input your what lens you need. Yeah, a
They're
prescription
most
for
likely
each
doing
eye.
that, yeah.
They must.
Yes, that'd be great.
They would have to do that, right?
They definitely have to.
That would
When
be
I
the
spoke
best way to do it.
when I spoke to the Oculus Rift guys when I did my interview at PAX last year, they said, yeah, that was a high priority. Also, adjustment for those with field of view, like simulation sickness. They were working on that as well.
Oh, good.
So, and I have
They were-
both. So I'd
were
like
working on that for,
to resolve that.
The Cove, right? When they
Crystal
started,
Cove?
yeah, that's entirely focused on trying to make it feel as though you're actually alive in that world. Like it's not to reduce the amount of motion sickness, to make it feel like you're moving in a real world instead of moving in a virtual world, which is what makes people feel like vertigo-y.
Oculus, they sent me one of the development kits. I've never plugged it up to try it, but I've heard that when you put it on, it's very like whoa,
Yeah. Well,
disorienting because like your
I
eyesight.
tried the dev kit at JonTron's place, and I couldn't do it for more than like a minute. It was very, very blurry, and I was getting huge simulation sickness stuff going on, so I had to immediately get out of that. It was hurting my eyes. The HD prototype was a lot better, but I haven't tried Crystal Cove. So I tried the one before that, but the one that was better than the dev kit. So
Gotcha.
we'll see.
They have something that like for movement. Do they have something that's like watching you, or is it like watching something so it can tell how you're moving?
It's all internal. As far as I'm aware, anyway, they don't have anything like an IR tracker that is tracking you.
Okay.
It's pretty much the whole thing's supposed to be internal in the unit, and I'm pretty sure it's mostly gyroscopic. And I imagine there's a decent amount of eye tracking going on in there as well.
Right.
But I don't know the full ins and outs of the device.
Okay. No. Sharks, they're terrible, Jesse. Don't play the game again.
Sharks are awesome, Jesse. Don't listen to
Fucking
him.
virtual sharks. Nothing worse.
Scary.
Than that.
If you want to actually see what they look like, I think on my Instagram I posted a fake reaction video of me seeing it, and it shows you like the shark ripping apart the game. It's
I don't
not
want to
cool.
watch it. Yeah.
Notorious COX. Go there. You should check it out. That's my Instagram.
Well, let's take a break, folks. When we come back, we will cover the news, and we'll cover the new releases, and then we will end the show in our usual sort of petering out fashion. If you're looking for an anticlimax, then, well, that's what we're good at.
Stick right here.
We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Co-optional Podcast. And a slight... Unfortunately, Kiskei's Skype window just invaded CinnamonToastKen's personal space, which...
No, get out of here.
Is he's gone now. He's gone. He was actually telling me that the new version of the development kit version 2 for Oculus, does actually have external tracking. So up to this point, that wasn't a thing, but now they've decided it's a good idea. So
Is that a latency thing, maybe?
I assume so. I can only imagine that with the external tracking, you would get just the accuracy and you'd probably speed it up a lot more. It's kind of annoying because I would imagine they wanted to have it as an all-in-one unit. They didn't want to kind of resort to the stuff that has had to be done with the PlayStation Eye and all that stuff, but I guess they don't have a choice. So there we go.
I've noticed like seeing gameplay of people playing the Oculus Rift, like the old development one, that they would eventually be looking center wherever they started, but they like have moved, like to where they're looking the other way.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me when we I don't know what live stream it was. I played some game, and by the time I took my mask off, I was facing like totally opposite of the camera. I had no clue that happened. I was like, how the hell did I get over here? No one told me. They were all laughing at me because I was like, good. I'm panning for the camera, like making weird faces. Nothing. No one saw it.
They can't even hear you because your microphone's behind you.
Yeah. The worst.
Something like that. So, Assassin's Creed 5 has been unveiled by the name of Assassin's Creed 5 Unity.
Unity.
Yep, which looks to be based in Victorian London.
Oh, I thought it's in Paris.
Is it in Paris? Oh, yeah, sorry, what the fuck am I talking about? Victorian
French
London.
Revolution,
I'm sorry,
right?
I was having wishful thinking there for a second. It's like, wouldn't it be great if one was based in Victorian London? No, it isn't. Yes, it's the French Revolution, in fact. It should be based in Victorian London, but it's not.
Those are every year now, aren't they? Like
yes.
every holiday season.
Well,
Kinda
there's
like
even
Madden.
more than that, because it's like, here's the HD version of this, and then there's the standalone DLC, and then there's this, and yes. Yeah, but it is French Revolution. As I think can be told by the fact there's a fucking guillotine in the middle of the trailer. What did I think? Again, it must be... it actually reminded me of the fact that they cancelled a game of Gotham by Gaslight, which was Gaslight Batman. There was a game for that. There was going to be a game, and they cancelled it, and that made me so sad. I would play that over any Assassin's Creed game any day of the week.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been absolutely fantastic. But no. Apparently no. So,
Can I ask a,
your thoughts?
can I ask a,
You could.
I was going to say, can I ask a question about it? It's obvious they did the time period because they want to reuse art assets. That's a pretty obvious. Like they can reuse most of the art assets. The thing the question I have is, the last 2 Assassin's Creed games, people enjoyed the things that were not
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, they enjoyed that more, and I feel like this is going back to like. I don't know that there's gonna be a lot of like piratey moments in this. I feel like they're going back to their roots, but their roots are getting real stale, and I don't know.
I'm sick to death of their roots.
Yeah, I haven't been that in, like Assassin's Creed 4 was good because I didn't give a shit about the assassin part. I had a blast. I was like, I'm a pirate. This is great.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little worried that they're gonna make me have to go through all the assassination stuff, which I was just not a fan of. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me.
What would they have to do to make the assassinating fun for you again?
Change it from what it's been the last 7 games, however many little side games they have. It feels the exact same. Like even though they update things, you're still doing the exact same way of murder, and the whole system of like you have to do it as accurately as possible, or else your memories are going to get screwed up. Like I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, honestly, I couldn't tell you what they need to do because I think they should have stopped making the games. I feel like they should have just stopped. They told their story, and now they're like, let's keep stretching our story. And I feel like they should have stopped. Like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what they could do.
Do you have to go through the same tutorial, how to do it every game at the beginning that you can't skip? This is still how you do it.
Yeah, pretty well. I mean, 4 did it in the sense of, we're going to open up with the ship combat, and then we're going to do a bit of parkour to kind of remind you. It didn't really throw it at you too much. It would have still been nice to be able to skip it entirely. It's like, I've done this same song and dance like 7 times already. This is easy enough to learn. Please don't throw this shit at me. For me, I'd need to see a complete overhaul of the combat system. To start with. The combat system is the root problem with that game. It is far too fucking easy to take on infinite numbers of people because it's basically one giant quick time event, you know? That's all it is. There's far too much tolerance within that game for that kind of stuff. The only game that even made it remotely difficult, and I wouldn't even call it that, was Liberation HD, where if in one of the costumes you had bare minimal weapons, so that made the combat a bit harder. But outside of that, you are a fucking mass murderer in all of those games. You're not an assassin. It's a giant power fantasy. I would love to see the combat engine retooled in such a way that you would actually have to fucking try for a change. I would like the enemies to be a lot more challenging, a lot more dangerous, and I would like the idea of flight. And by flight, I mean running, not actual flying, although flying would be kind of cool anyway. But they've already done that in Assassin's Creed 2, so fuck that. I would like the idea of running away and hiding to actually be key to the series again, and because it never has been. Like I remember it impressing me upon the original Assassin's Creed. The game would tell me over and over again, this is really important. Like, this is how you hide from guards. This is how you do this and that and the other. You're gonna need this, and you didn't, and you never have, because it's unless you've been in a mission where it specifically designed it around that. Like there was an instant stealth failure state or whatever, which is an infuriating way of doing things. I'd love to see that. You know, you are an assassin. You're supposed to get your target and get out. You're not supposed to be able to fight your way out through hundreds of highly trained and armored guards on your own. It's bullshit.
I just had a really good idea for how they get like a game-changing moment in the series that I think would lead them into modern storytelling, like doing the Assassin's Creed post. I don't know. Maybe we can even do post 1860, but 1900s is. You start with a World War I Assassin's Creed where he tries to pull off the same crap with like a sword and stuff and just gets wrecked with a machine gun. And that's like, you play as a character and you think this is the main character and he gets just gunned down by a machine gun.
I can imagine the open. You remember the opener for 3 where he's like jumping into fucking musket lines with a sword and shit?
Yeah.
Does that into a goddamn Vickers gun and just gets blown away.
Right, and that's the moment where you're like, holy shit.
This
like,
doesn't
now
work
I actually
anymore.
have to sneak and be a real good assassin because these guys can turn around and shoot me. And
to be fair, World War I would be
complete.
That would never work. I mean, World War I would never work because you can't be an assassin in fucking trench warfare. Like, that would be ridiculous.
World War II, then. You could, I mean, there's a lot of different times you could go to, but I think
you could
World
do
War
it in
setting.
Well, I mean, what you'd eventually have there is the saboteur, isn't it? Because World War II would work in occupied Paris. You could do it there. But there's already a game called The Saboteur, which probably would do it better. So.
Oh my god, can you imagine the D-Day opening cinematic? I want that so badly. Just, like him twirling on a beach as like just machine guns are firing and he's like flipping over guys. That'd be great. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want that story.
Going to chat,
I'd buy
Ubisoft
that
said they
game.
won't do an Assassin's Creed in an era with cars of any sort. Why?
Why?
Why? It's like cars. That's the cutoff of our unrealism. Like,
oh man, 1920 Chicago gangland Assassin's Creed would be amazing. That'd be so cool.
yeah, because you have to be
Pinstripe
careful
suit.
there. The guys with fucking
I was
Tommy
gonna
guns.
say you wear an all-white pinstripe suit. Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, and you
then just
assassinate
throw up a
gang
hood.
leaders to shift the balance of power in Chicago or whatever. But you get caught out by guys with Tommy guns, you're fucked. You know.
That'd be a great game. Like
That
that
would work.
changes the way you play the game as well. Plus, it modernizes it and sort of brings it like their stories, their main plot lines all over the place anyway. So literally, they can do whatever they want because it's gibberish. So why not just have fun and play in the 1920s? Would be great. You can be a bootlegger.
Yeah.
That'd be great. So much
Yeah.
fun.
I do
dig that.
think like
Speakeasies.
for sure the series up till now would have been far more interesting if they had gone to more extreme time differences. But they haven't.
Kinda the same.
Well, it didn't help that
It-
they did what. It was more. Was it more than 3 games in that Renaissance era? Because obviously they had the 3. They had 2 Brotherhood and Revelations, but there was at least I think 1 handheld game that was also based around there too. So it may have been 4 in that era. And then I mean, the bump up on 3 was nice, but it didn't help that 3 was the worst of the series. I think by far, unless you count the original Assassin's Creed on console, but the Director's Cut edition on PC was actually a lot better. You could definitely go back to Japan, certainly, but again, you come back to the same problem. If you're gonna do that, you need to make sure that your combat and your assassinations are more complex, because it's still it's the same shit. And like you pointed out, in Assassin's Creed 4, the best bit was when you weren't being a damn assassin. You were just...
You were on the
You
ship.
were a dandy of the seas. You know, you were just...
Yeah.
You were rolling around, looking for booty. That was fun. And then the actual
yeah, Jesse.
Assassin's Creed bit of it was just boring.
Until you got to the sharks. F those sharks. Not even
There's
cool with
sharks
that
in it?
underwater stuff. Oh, yeah, when you have to go to the underwater bell and go search for treasure underwater, balls to that. Balls to all that. That was awful. I didn't do that anymore. After the one they made you do, I was like, I will not be doing these side missions anymore. Like, I saw a shark in the distance. It was like, at some point that's going to attack me in a cutscene. I'm not going to watch that. I'm just going to keep moving on with my life.
Don't need to know it. Nope.
Don't care.
Nope.
He can have his life. I'll have mine on a ship above water.
Yeah, and I'm very. I have a feeling that Unity will be more of the same song and dance that 3 had. I know it's. I believe they are doing. It's a new engine, right? Like they actually have finally got a new engine. Please tell me they have.
I
don't know.
I haven't heard anything about it, and that's worrisome because if they did get a new engine, why would they stick with the same? Like it feels like the exact same assets and stuff. Like we're just gonna use more tricorn hats because we fucking
No,
got.
I don't think it is actually a new engine by the looks of it. I have no evidence of that. The only thing that there's people claiming that it might be running on a new iteration of Anvil, or it may be using Snowdrop, which is the other Ubisoft engine, but I can't find any evidence of what it's actually running on at this point. I don't know. Not a clue. I don't believe they've even discussed it. They put the trailer out, and I don't believe there's anything else.
That'll be a question for E3, I'm sure.
All the dogs that live around me are freaking out.
They know you're sick and you're weak. What was
They
I
can
saying
rent the
earlier? Dog
Krytek
eat dog.
engine.
Dog eat dog
God.
world. They know. They know you're weak. They're coming for you.
I don't know how Crytek would handle, like, at least that CryEngine 3 would handle a huge open world like that.
Yeah, that's true.
No. Obviously, Crysis 3 was relatively open, but I don't know about that. They've always gone for kind of the semi-corridor design ever since Crysis 2.
CryEngine. It's so good though. The big talk at GDC was the Unreal engine. That was literally like everyone. I didn't see any of it, so I don't know. Maybe you guys know more than I did. But everyone's like, it's gonna change everything. I was like, what are you even talking about?
Unreal 4 we're talking about here?
I guess so. Or it's like whatever the next one is. Everyone had like pins and badges all over the con that was like, It's so real. It's unreal. I was like, oh fuck.
Well, I mean, I've seen games running on Unreal 4, and no, I mean they don't look like that at all. They're good. It's definitely a step from Unreal 3 because God knows we've been on that engine for too fucking long.
Maybe it's 5. I don't know what.
It's
but
not
literally it started
5.
off something-
They haven't even released 4 properly yet. It's not 5. I've seen some games and I've played some games with 4, and they're okay, like just preview builds. But the interesting thing about Unreal 4 and the new CryEngine apparently is they're both putting out this kind of subscription model to use the engine. Like instead of like selling a license, they're like, oh, you just pay monthly. And I think with Unreal, they're asking for like a cut of the profits, although it's not
Like 5% or something like that.
Yeah, it's not very big. Like because I remember I think it was Unreal 3, they were saying something like, oh, you know, like under a certain cost, yeah, you can have it for free, but you've got to give a lot of money. And it's like, oh, like that's not good. $19 a month gives access to Unreal 4 and a 5% royalty fee on game fees, flat. And early adopters can now access the Unreal 4 engine right now. But it's not like fully done yet, and they're saying like in about 6 months it'll be the finished product that you can use. It's an interesting model, and CryEngine is apparently doing the same thing. A very similar idea anyway. I'm just trying to look at the price for that. Yeah, $10 a month they're claiming for CryEngine. Which is, there must be a license on that. There's got to be a.
I like
a
how I'm like,
royalty.
with prices like that, I should make a game. I don't.
Well, there's
$10
no
a month
point
seems
because
like
you'll
a
know.
lot. I
The
don't-
thing about it's like, oh, I'm working the CryEngine. That means I'm gonna look as good as Crysis 3. No, you're fucking not, because you're a 5-man indie team and you can't create the assets needed. Like even creating that one dude, was it Psycho? Yeah, even creating the model, the facial stuff they use for Psycho in Crysis 3 is beyond almost any other team. You know, it was that good. So no, you can't do that. But it's interesting that this stuff is coming out. I think like they feel like they've got to start competing with Unity, really, and because obviously Unity is becoming so ubiquitous. But apparently with Unreal 4, they also give you the full source code, which that's actually huge. The amount that you could do with that is massive. Yeah, it's weird. CryEngine having no royalties. Like, they make basically nothing off it. But I wonder if they're just looking for more widespread adaptation of it, so when they release the next version, then it becomes the de facto. Because let's be honest, like, a lot of engine manufacturers lost out in a big way to Unreal 3. Unreal 3 became so ubiquitous. It was everywhere. Everything was running on it. And I think that a lot of engine developers now, engines are very expensive to make, especially the big, complex 3D ones. They are looking to try and get their piece of the pie and put their foothold in. So honestly, CryEngine 3 didn't really... There's not a lot of games that run on CryEngine 3. Not a huge number. Some do, certainly, but not that many. Not compared to Unreal 3.
They have Cry in the name. Far Cry.
Yep, pretty much. You know, all of the stuff that's... I don't... Hang on. Well, no, Far Cry 3 didn't even run on the
Did it not?
CryEngine. No, it didn't.
Never mind.
No, CryEngine 3 games, there's not a lot, so...
Is Thief one of them that runs on CryEngine? Recently, I played a game that had a CryEngine.
I thought Thief was on its own engine, I can't remember. So the stuff that runs on CryEngine 3, most of it isn't even out yet. Star Citizen runs on it, not out yet. Evolve runs on it, also coming out later this year. Lichdom Battle Mage, which is on Early Access, that uses CryEngine 3. And it's one of the first titles to actually use it. Most of the stuff that's using it, apparently MechWarrior Online uses it, but it definitely doesn't look it. Like, that's a big example of like, oh, it's on CryEngine 3, it's going to look incredible. Well, some of the effects do, but the texture quality in that game in particular looks really bad, so it doesn't really help. State of Decay actually ran on CryEngine 3, which shocks me. And obviously Crysis 3 did, Warface, which is by the same company, Nexus did, but not a huge number of games. Not a lot.
That's actually very funny that you're right. CryEngine was on Far Cry, but not Far Cry 3.
Yeah, Far Cry 3 does not run on the CryEngine.
Okay. Well, there you go.
What engine did
Yeah, I guess
Far
that's a
Cry
good
3
idea
run
to
on?
be selling things so cheap or letting you rent it like Adobe Cloud style and...
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I
Spread
love
around.
it. The fact that you can rent Adobe Cloud stuff now is just brilliant for YouTubers. It's ridiculous because like that initial entry point for a lot of that software was like, oh, you know,
yeah.
I stuck with software that was several versions out of date because like, I I bought this. I need my value for money.
Did
It's
you
so
buy
expensive.
it, or did you?
I did actually.
Oh.
I kind of scammed my way through on a student license for a while, but I
nice.
know how it goes. But you know, we all like the whole like staff upgraded to cloud because it's just so much easier, and we have access to everything now, and it's great. You know, I downloaded Illustrator. I never have any use for having Illustrator, but I needed to modify a vector file, and my graphic designer was asleep.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
With vector files, it's like, I guess I gotta get this.
Yeah, it's like, I can't. Oh, I try. Let's load it to Photoshop. Doesn't work. Oh, okay. Well, thankfully I've got Creative Cloud, so I can just get Illustrator. It's like I have no idea what I'm doing. But I eventually, after about half an hour, figured out how to move this logo to the side and move the text here. It's like, I am an artist. This is brilliant. But yeah, I have to imagine with the CryEngine, the logic is our engine is fucking nowhere. We need... Yeah, apparently Star Citizen's going to be using CryEngine 4. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we need to somehow get this engine on the market to get people to use it so we can promote the next engine that we're doing, because Unreal has destroyed us. And Unreal's kind of doing the same thing, but... What do you think? Is a 5% royalty fee flat rate on the gross revenue, and it's gross revenue, by the way, of the product, not net, is that reasonable, do you think?
Well, I suppose to most people
No idea.
looking into it that don't know that much about it would think, yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. But then if you're like more into it, then it may be a little much for gross.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I mean, gross could be bad, or it could not be. It really depends on the amount of income you bring in, doesn't it? It's like, if you're taking some off the top that was going to kind of disappear anyway, then, all right, fine. You know, it's going to go into taxes or something else. And if you take it from
like,
net,
do
it's like...
you wind up in the red? Like, if
I don't
your
know if you
game
do.
doesn't sell that well,
Yeah,
and it's like,
I'm really confused about it, because I haven't done the mathematics on it. I'd have to ask a dev, honestly, I think, on that one. Because, like, if you think about it, well, I haven't made a lot of money, and then 5% of that, is that bad for you? Because, like, well, I barely made anything anyway, and I'm still losing money from it. Or is it better to take it kind of off the top? I don't know.
I guess it's kind of relative, though. Like, the 5%, the more you make, the more you have to pay in, so...
Yeah, it is definitely relative.
Should
I wonder if there's
balance out.
diminishing returns at one point, but I don't think it would be. I think past a certain point, once you've paid back the cost of development, like, everything else is just like, hey, pure profit, go, 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 go. But as Lazurius accurately pointed out, this is what I was mentioning earlier, was that when you an indie dev using Unreal 3 under their license, basically after 50k in sales, it was a 25% royalty rate on it, which is huge.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, but that was for indies. So basically you could do that and you could use it, or you could license it properly, and that was a big upfront fee. Yeah, so I mean this is obviously a lot better.
Oh.
Speaking of
Why,
indies,
answering the chat, why can't they just be free for those of us who don't intend to make a single cent of it? Well, maybe because it costs money to make an engine.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be tough.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
indies
it's a real job.
to use it and then put it on Steam, so you gotta, every Valve's got a piece of it.
Yeah,
the-
30%.
Everyone's got a piece of it.
Yeah.
The taxes, you have like...
It's just like your income's just being sliced away.
Yeah.
Well, I think we know how that feels, because YouTube takes so much of our shit, and then after that, the network takes some. Yeah.
Pay for bandwidth, I guess. I don't know what they do with it.
So, speaking of indies and CryEngine, I saw a game on the list that I was like, this is strange. What is this? It's called Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. And I was like, well,
Oh, yeah.
what is this?
my
I clicked
God.
it, and it's TV's favorite company, the Chinese Room.
Yes, it is.
Is making a game
yeah.
specifically for PlayStation 4 that
Yup.
is a first-person adventure video game. It's the spiritual successor to Dear Esther, and you play as 6 characters in a town during the Rapture. Mwah, I'm in.
Wonder-
I'm in.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
only
God.
Have they
If
taken
only
any
the
steps to
TV
replay
director.
value yet? I wonder.
Well, apparently I imagine with the 6 characters, there's going to be a bit of that. But I love under the articles, like, everyone's gone to the Rapture will differ from its spiritual predecessor by allowing more interaction, such as manipulating objects and opening and closing doors.
wow.
How generous of you, the Chinese Room! How generous of you! Well done. While playing, the player will be able to influence the events that takes place, and that's actually fine. And I'll probably like it as a result. Like, I make a very specific distinction. Like, in Dear Esther, you cannot affect jack shit. It might as well be a movie. It's a walking simulator. If you are allowed to change things in some way, great. It's the same thing that I said about the difference between Dear Esther and Stanley Parable. You have some agency, and whereas in Dear Esther you don't. The only thing you can elect to do is stop moving. And you probably will, because you get fucking RSI from that game. God.
There's a game that came
It's
out.
not long enough for that.
Yeah, thankfully.
There's a game that came out today that I thought it was going to be very much like Dear Esther, but the trailer, I don't know what to make of it. Ether 1, have you seen this
Ether
TV?
1. I actually have code for this. I haven't done anything with it yet.
It's like the world is changing. It's like you're in your mind, and the world is changing around you, and you start to lose control, and shit just starts going nuts.
It's a game about dementia, I believe, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be like Dear Esther, but it looks awesome, which is I definitely will give it a play. But I just remember, because talking about Dear Esther, I immediately thought, oh, this is like a Dear Esther game, but it doesn't appear to be. I don't know. It's very cool looking.
It's according to this, it has two paths. Like, one of them is basically a Dear Esther path. It's a story exploration path free from puzzles where you can unfold the story at your own pace. So in other words, it's a walking simulator. But there is a deeper, more adventurous path in which you can solve complex puzzles to restore life-changing events of the patient's history in order to help the validation of his life. And the aim of Parallel Paths was to make Ether 1 accessible to a range of skilled players, interestingly enough. This is a puzzle game. I'm going to fucking hate it, but I can definitely understand people that wouldn't.
They did such a good job on Amnesia Machine for Pigs that I didn't play it the whole way through.
Well, thankfully, Ether 1 has nothing to do with that company, because if it did, I'd be like, nope.
I love that no one likes Machine for Pigs, because it makes me want to play it more and more, because it seems unscary, and that's perfect for me. That's the perfect type of scary game, the one that doesn't frighten me. I'm in.
It's not very good. And they also took out all the custom games you could make. You couldn't do that in Machine for Pigs.
You can't mod it either?
I thought that
Jesus.
was really stupid.
It's probably the Chinese room not wanting to share their stuff they've made or something. I don't know, because they're like that.
Do not besmirch our sacred arts.
It doesn't make sense because, like, one of the time-tested, proven ways for a game to stay relevant and keep being played is to allow the community to mod it.
And they take it.
And every time people are like, no, we're not going to let you mod this. We don't want you messing with our junk. The game just dies.
Even some friends of mine that got Amnesia Machine for Pigs early, they played it and got to put it up early, you know. The Chinese room, after Frictional told them to put it up, we're like, no, take it down. And there's like this big who says what and confusion. And Frictional's like, look, it's our game, so put it up. Forget them. It was... I guess because there's no replay value in their games, they don't want you to see what happens.
Well, pretty much, yeah. You know, that is very, very true.
I don't hate them, but I don't like them.
They did not make a lot of friends.
Feelings.
I feel bad for companies who are like, it's just fucking YouTubers. They don't know any better. And all of a sudden, everyone on the internet hates them. Because a YouTuber's like, what a horrible company.
It is a very bad idea to piss off people who have no oversight and large audiences. That is a terrible plan. Don't fucking do it.
It may be old news, whatever happened with the problem you had.
Oh, that's been dealt with.
Get it?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, here's the thing. We had actual lawyers. Now. They didn't.
Oh.
So.
I saw the...
Wait, what? They were like, we're going to put our full power of our lawyers down upon you, and they had nothing.
We'll crush you, you tiny insect.
I saw the email that was leaked, and I was like, wow.
Well, here's the thing: we have an actual legal team. You know, it's very useful in situations like this, not a made-up one. So. Yes. So there's that. Any other news that's kind of worth covering? I would say it's a slow news week, but it's been a slow news fucking year so far. Nothing has happened.
I agree with that.
I haven't even done an episode of my news show in over a month. You know that, because there's been nothing I want to talk about. Not a damn thing.
You guys been doing
last
this podcast
week when
a while.
I first got my sore throat and I was supposed to make my news video, I danced with my cats instead.
I know, and I left a comment, and then people got upset because they thought I was like being really, really mean.
I know. Pretty much anytime any of my dude friends type anything, even remotely teasing on my videos, everybody's like, you need to shut up. I'm like, okay, we all calm down.
Yeah, it's like, Oh, God. I think my response to that was like, in this thread, people tell me how to talk to my friends. Fuck you. But I don't know. Lately, I've just been like super pissed off with those, and I'm relapsing. I know I am. I'm one step away from re-registering a Reddit account or some shit. I'm like, no, stop. But I've seen like a few too many YouTube comments the last few days. I'm like, oh God. You know, there was the people who were judgmental about what was in my fridge. That was fun.
What?
It's like, oh, no
'cause
wonder
Brenda
Americans
filled your
so fat, you know, and all that shit. It's like, one, I have a 10-year-old son who is like underweight and is actually been advised by his doctor to eat more, you know, because his medication actually like loses his appetite. So like he has some high-fat food and stuff. It's like, and secondly, I have a mother-in-law who doesn't care anymore, you know, so she will eat whatever.
Don't worry, TB. I have nothing in my fridge, and people are like, "Fucking fat ass." What? It's the internet.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, we're going to criticize your diet based on what's in your fridge. It's like, you realize we have cupboards as well, right? There's food in those too, you know, there's just like, I've just got stacks of like frozen like chicken and turkey and meat, and it's like, well, what else am I supposed to have in my freezer? That's meat. You can't complain about meat. It's like, oh, you have some ice cream. It's like, yeah, I need it after dealing with you people for a fucking day. I'm just a fucking depressed eater, just shoveling in Ben and Jerry's, crying.
Oh, we flipped the fan base switch. Oh no, the rage must stop.
Yeah.
The keyboard warriors. It's only like
I love the one where they're like, oh, he's so fucking rich because I have a couch and hardwood floors. So apparently that makes it's like, oh no, you have mansion. It's like, yeah.
All right, so I've been actively trying to find news articles, and I just want to point out, these are some of the things. First, we'll go to Kotaku. Kotaku's lead story today.
Why?
Boy,
Why did you do that?
I'm just going through the list. I have Polygon and IGN. So Kotaku is, boy is super psyched to get his tooth pulled by a mini helicopter. That is
great.
That is news right now.
Well, I'd say Kotaku's scraping the bottom of the barrel,
Amazing.
but they perpetually live at the bottom of the barrel, so...
Right? Polygon right now is talking about how GameStop can stay relevant.
Okay.
Just even a discussion about the relevance of GameStop is irrelevant. That's fine, whatever. And
Well,
then,
I mean, it will stay relevant as people continue to think that actually going to the store and buying a game is probably quicker than downloading 60 gigabytes every time you've got a new fucking title. Even I don't want to do that, and I've got a pretty fast internet connection. When I saw that
Right.
the download for... I don't know, pretty much any PS4 game. I buy from Amazon for my console games, still. Because the downloads are fucking enormous. Not to mention the fact that your hard drive space isn't that large. You know, I can only fit like 10, 50 gig games on my PS4's hard drive or whatever. Oh, great. Well, it doesn't really play any faster, so I might as well just buy it on disc, get it on Amazon, and have it shipped to me. I'm not that desperate to play it.
not everyone has the internet. I'm in the middle of LA, and it took me a whole month to get it. So
I remember having I had more than a month without internet when I first moved to Sheffield, and all I did was stay in my darkened room and play 360 Oblivion and order pizza. That was all I did.
Amazing.
359 hours of 360 Oblivion with no expansions and no DLC. It was possible to get that much time out of that fucking game.
wow.
Oh my god.
IGN, we have advice to break into the gaming industry.
Oh,
there's Drive Club director. He leaves the studio. Like, there's no... Schwarzenegger talks about Terminator prequel or sequel.
Whoa.
Literally nothing is
Okay.
happening right now. Literally nothing is happening. All the gaming websites are just like basically 9gag at this point. Just like top 5 ways you can get into gaming. Like, oh my god. Stop.
Look at this trolling video from Call of Duty or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is the worst. Like, I saw this video this week. Some asshole was like, I'm gonna go into Dark Souls 2 and troll people. What a dick.
Who
Not
is
even
that
funny.
guy?
That
Not
guy.
even funny.
Talking about what?
Not even
That was
funny.
original.
Well, 7 minutes ago, Facebook bought Oculus Rift. That's a thing.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Facebook has bought the
prefer-
Oculus Rift company.
Facebook.
Oh my god, there are gonna be ads in your Oculus Rift now.
Oh, God.
You can Facebook with your Oculus Rift. It's in 3D. Oh god. You can go through their pictures.
Yeah. They want to...
Bikini summertime. Oh yeah, girl.
Yeah, they're talking about it. They're talking about the Oculus Rift as kind of a virtual communication platform as well as a gaming platform. In Mark Zuckerberg's kind of statement, he was saying, imagine enjoying a courtside seat at a game, studying in a classroom of students and teachers all over the world, or consulting with a doctor face-to-face just by putting on goggles in your homes. I mean, I think it kind of makes sense that a company like that, I mean, in theory, it could be used as a social tool, so why would a social network not want a piece of that, you know?
So would they have to like have special Oculus Rift Facebook owned cameras in said classroom or whatever?
Well, I would imagine they might want to be involved in that kind of hardware, wouldn't they? You know, so yeah, because a regular webcam wouldn't fucking work for that. Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever. As long as they make sure that things got funding and it actually comes out, whatever. I'm fine with that.
Huh. Interesting.
That's some news.
Although I cannot imagine necessarily trusting them with that camera. It's like, oh, great, fantastic. So there's a little tracking camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I trust
Privacy's
Facebook
gone.
with that. I don't know. I hope
just a little bit
I
of
hope it
news,
doesn't.
like what the lack of news, and you guys do this every week.
Yeah.
What do you guys have left to talk about?
There's not. Well, we got releases coming. I suppose that's it.
Oh yeah,
We can talk about releases.
Yeah.
I'm giving up on news. There's literally nothing happening right now.
there's nothing out there.
Garbage.
Okay.
I tried looking. There's garbage.
No, there's
Releases then. Today, BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma for PlayStation 3 is coming out.
nothing. Indeed, it is. BlazBlue's awesome.
The Witch and the 100 Knight for PS3
Yep.
out today.
The what
Diablo
night?
3 Reaper of Souls.
100
100
night.
night.
100 night.
100 night.
Yep, the 100 Night, not the 100 Nights, 100 Night, because Japan.
100 Knight.
Okay.
Reaper of Souls came out.
Yep, that's probably the big release now, and
Deception 4 Blood Ties.
which
for
is
PlayStation
apparently
3.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the Deception series, if I recall correctly, was. It was a game where you tried to defeat enemies by luring them into traps, which was actually kind of a cool idea. So like stuff like rolling boulders, electrocution, spiked walls, human cannons, falling bathtubs, banana peels, an Iron Maiden, and stuff like that. Apparently, this Deception 4 was originally known as Kagero Dark Side Princess, and
Of course it was.
yeah, of course. And it's been localized and is now on It's coming to PlayStation Vita as well and PS3. Apparently, pretty good. Most people are saying up to this point. I think I might get this for Vita because it seems like my kind of game. Trap defense and just general sadism. Absolutely, it's right up my alley.
Next up is Deus Ex The Fall for PC.
No, that's already out.
Garbage.
And it's
Garbage.
garbage.
Also Fez, which is already out.
Yeah, Fez coming to
before-
Vita and PlayStation 4, basically.
Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition, which I knew was what Jesse was freaking out about.
PlayStation 4, man. I didn't even know. How did I miss this shit? I'm in. That's where I'm going. Immediately when we're done, I'm going to GameStop.
PS4 edition of Dynasty
They're
Warriors.
relevant.
I'm going to get the PS4 edition. They're finally relevant in my life again. I'm not going to wait for Amazon to deliver it. I need it now. I want it today.
You gotta go
Oh
fight
my
Lubu
God.
again.
Dude, I'm so
Lubu.
excited. I would fight Lubu 12,000 times. In fact, I think I have. I have. But I don't
The same
care.
battles
I'm in.
every time.
Oh, Extreme Legends, which means it's going to be just over the top crazy.
Oh yeah, it is Extreme Legends.
I'm in.
Destiny of Spirits for PlayStation Network Vita.
This is a weird one. This is a really strange one, and I'm intrigued by it. It's a free-to-play game. It's called Location-Based Strategy. So in this game, you work together with friends and other players across the globe to summon, trade, merge, and rent spirits to use in battle. And there's some like summoning stones in various regions. There's some kind of dinosaur involved in this.
There's the microtransactions, renting the souls or the
Oh,
ghosts.
there's probably a bunch of microtransactions.
It's weird that Vitas were like the Sony, we want to test something out or want to go crazy with something like that's where they put the games. It's very Vita always has very interesting games like that. That's cool.
Yeah, this is Japanese as hell, which, like, whenever I see Japanese strategy RPGs, I'm like, yup, I'm there, because you do them pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what's going on with it, but, I mean, it's free to play, so why the hell not try it, you know? It's, it seems like just, yeah, it just seems like a kind of party-based RPG of some sort, where you level up and collect characters. Apparently there's also a knack summon. You can summon knack into the game,
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Which will be the only ever good use of knack in history.
Knack.
That's interesting. I have no idea what any of this shit is. But hey, I've got several reasons to put stuff in my Vitas, so hey, that's always nice.
Yeah,
Rare.
right?
Very rare.
Mercenary Kings for PC and PlayStation 4.
Oh, is that finally, like, actually out instead of early
guess
access?
Yeah,
So-
looks like.
Yeah. Mercenary Kings is really good. I enjoyed that a lot.
That was a Kickstarter, yeah?
Yeah, and it went on early
so.
access, and it was sort of a Metal Slug style game with customizable weapons, one of which you could actually use, like, parts of a toilet to make a gun. And it would affect the stats and all sorts of shit like that. Nice graphic style as well. It was by, I think, the artist that did the Scott Pilgrim versus the World video game, which with that nice kind of pixel art style. So, yeah, it's good.
This one is Shovel Knight and Incredible Number 9 or whatever. When are those gonna?
They just released an alpha video.
Shovel Knight's quite soon, right?
Is it?
I think so.
I think it's next month, maybe. I think they've had to push it back, but I'm not too sure.
Mighty Number 9 they just released an alpha of like running through a level to see what it looks like and introducing the other mighty robots. That was like 2-3 days ago, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's the Shovel Knight was delayed until April, by the looks of it.
Okay. Yeah. Hope it's good.
Next up is Mercenary Kings for PC and PlayStation 4. No, Titanfall. Titanfall.
You really are sick, aren't you?
The toilets.
Yeah, Titanfall for
Titanfall
360.
for 360 is next. And then Slashers, the power battle for
What?
Ouya.
Oh, an Ouya release, great.
Or
Oh,
Ouya.
yeah. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. They still have those?
What the hell is this? I'm very curious to know what Slashers the Power Battle is.
So much money wasted on that. Kickstarter stole so many people's money for them.
It seems like it's a fighting game. It's
it
a
a hack
2D
and
fighting game.
slasher
It's coming out for
fighting
PC
game?
as well, apparently. So it's a fighting game. There's 9 characters. That's about it. Yep. Okay.
Okay, Gemcraft Chapter 2, Chasing Shadows for Brow.
What? Browser.
Oh, wow.
The
wait,
infamous
what?
Brow
Like-
platform.
Brow?
There's an upgraded version of the Brow. It's called the High
The
Brow.
fuck?
Hey-oh.
Yeah.
And
Never mind.
Browser game. I don't even know why that's on our release list.
Cabela's Big Game Hunter Pro
Oh
Hunt.
fuck
Oh
no.
my god!
Oh fuck no.
Yeah.
Oh god, I've played some of those games. They are terrible.
They're so bad.
Real bad.
Terribly awesome.
And then March 31st, Steins Gate Limited Edition.
Don't know much about
MLB
that one.
14, the show for PlayStation 3, Vita,
Alright.
PlayStation Network.
Okay.
Are MLBs the ones where they like give someone $1 million if they get like a perfect game?
They
or
had
something
that,
like
didn't they? Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, Steins Gate is a visual
like that-
novel, apparently.
That commercial with the teacher, and the one student was like, "What a weirdo!" I remember that commercial so well. Look, it's on YouTube where it's the guy who won last time, and he was a teacher, I think like a music teacher, and he spent all of his time trying to win that. And they interviewed the students for the commercial, and one guy's like, "He's a weirdo." It's it's so funny. They're supposed to say really nice things about the teacher, and the one kid's like, "I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say something nice about him." It's really
weird.
funny. He's weird.
And then last, but maybe least, Ragnarok Odyssey Ace. PlayStation 3 and Vita. And
Yeah.
PlayStation Network.
Third-person JRPG hacky slashy thingy.
And that's it.
It's just an upgraded version of the other Ragnarok Odyssey game that was on Vita. Apparently, you can port your characters over. So yeah, that's it.
We need the holiday season for more good games to come out.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about these 2 Vita games though. I definitely want to check out that Deception because it was called in the UK. One of those games came out was for the PS2. I think it was called Trapped, spelled Trapt.
Yeah, I think I remember something like that.
Yeah, and it apparently wasn't very good, but it seems this one is getting really good reviews right now. So now I'm very interested.
But is that the
Interesting.
game where you like maybe it's called like something dungeon where you like set up traps and like the heroes come through and you murder them the best way you can?
That's probably Dungeon Keeper, isn't it?
Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah,
okay, maybe.
it's a sort of similar concept, but it's kind of in third person. It's more like Orcs Must Die. If you
Oh,
remember
okay.
that game,
Yeah.
And I don't really know why, but you had this like demon arm or some shit. You in Trapped, you played Princess Allura, who had been framed for the murder of her father, King Olaf. And her only means of defending herself is to summon traps while on the run from assassins. And this whole series in Japan was called Deception, or in this case, Kaguru 2 Dark Illusion was the name of that one. But the latest one is Deception 4 Blood Ties, which is the new one, and apparently that is good. So
I went to go see the trailer for this game. Just go type in Deception 4 Blood Ties debut trailer. 57 seconds in is just tits, and I was like, this is a great game.
Sold.
Sold. I don't know what this game is about, but I like it. It's all Japanese text and like anime girls' boobs.
We've gone all the way full circle back to boobs.
Oh, and she's a cat girl too.
Oh no.
Japan. I
Fucking
love
Japan. Stop ruining everything. You know, I discovered that there's a band over there right now called Baby Metal, which is a bunch of, like, super kawaii, cutesy fucking teenage girls.
Yeah, a producer grabbed three 14-year-olds and was like, I'm going to put you in a metal band. Nobody's cornered this market before. They're really blatant about the fact that these girls don't give a shit about metal music at all. It's so funny. I love it.
Wow.
I'm a fan. Go Baby Metal.
What the shit?
I despise the notion of it.
Oh my god! All right, I clicked Baby Metal on YouTube. The first song they have is a metal song called "Give Me Chocolate."
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Metal.
I could not hate that
so
anymore.
metal.
Give me chocolate. That's freaking awesome.
I'm against like any kind of manufactured metal band because I remember I've been into metal for shitloads of time, like huge amounts of time, probably 20 years at this point. And around the time when metal kind of had this little resurgence when the new metal phase came out, like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, and shit like that. And that was like suddenly the big labels are suddenly digging up all of these bands that all sound exactly the same, and they clearly just manufactured them for this specific purpose. And it's like, fuck that. And I'm sorry, but this shitty little gimmick band is exactly the same as that. They were manufactured, and any kind of manufactured band is bullshit. It's as simple as that. Doesn't matter what.
Go
genre
Baby
they are.
Metal.
Fuck Baby Metal. But though not literally,
video,
because that's illegal.
This video is so amazing. It's them live on stage with the crowd freaking out. It's
horrible.
metal, and then the chorus comes in. It's like a pop song, and they're talking about "Give Me Chocolate," but in the background is just Jesus. Jesus is in the background, just like, "What's up, yo?" You're like a big statue. It makes no sense.
Just get that chocolate.
Stop it! Stop it, Japan! You've gone too far.
Death to those who play false metal.
Oh, Death Clock. Manufactured as balls.
That is super manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus giving out candy. Chocolate.
Death to all those who play false metal.
Jesus loves Skittles, but he can't hold them in his hands. Because there's holes in them.
God, I can't stop watching it. I'm sorry. I'm sure we're supposed to be doing a podcast. I can't stop watching this. It is incredible.
Jesse, stop being a pedophile. Those are 14-year-old girls. Stop watching them.
Look.
Japan doesn't insist on shoving that in your face.
I'm watching it, and I've never been more shocked by anything in my entire life. I feel like this is... You know when they have, like, in future movies, they always play, like, future music, and it's always really weird sounding because it's always gibberish and garbage? This is the beginning of that. This is future music. This is what your grandkids will be listening to and you'll think is garbage. It's happening now, people. The future's here, and you aren't prepared for it. Illidan was right. You are not prepared. That's a WoW joke. That's how old I am. I'm telling WoW jokes.
It's all right. It's a Heroes of the Storm joke now because he actually says you are not prepared when you use your second ultimate, the Hunt, and then charge into the middle of a fight and instantly die.
Do you guys remember that webcomic from forever ago where he's making a turkey?
Yes.
And he opens up the oven. You are not prepared. That made me cry. I was laughing so hard the first time I read it.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
Senpai Jesse.
Apparently, no, I will not love you. I will not love you.
Stop it! Immediately. I will shut this podcast down. We are not going to Disneyland. I'll turn this motherfucking car around. Stop.
No.
with the
We're
anime
always at
bullshit.
Disneyland.
Yeah, no,
Disney owns us.
required.
It's always Disneyland.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. So I want to invite ladies back to the Magic Mountain. Disneyland, welcome to my Disneyland.
Just stop it.
I can't. I've been baby metaled. There's no going back now. It's over. It's too late. It's too late.
They got Jesus on their side. You can't fight that.
Jesus in the background, like, good job, girls. Like, no, Jesus, no.
Yes, Jesus.
No.
Good times.
False metal, false god. God damn it.
Oh goodness.
All right. Well, I suppose we're almost towards the end of this train wreck of an excuse for a show. Shall we plug and leave?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yep. That's what we're best at. Kenneth. Sir Kenneth.
Yes, sir.
Yes, do tell me where we can find your material and what is coming up this week for you.
Well, the demographic that we're appealing to right now. I got your number. Come find me at CinnamonToastKen.
Are you a teenager? Because, boy, do I have the channel for you.
You like boob jokes and butthole jokes and Jesus in the background.
Go baby metal.
Oh, YouTube/CinnamonToastKen. We do games, gameplays. Started doing iOS games because
I'm
I got
sorry.
all the stuff. Yeah, those are
Got
pretty
that
short.
bad, has it?
Yeah. And YouTube/Ken Vlog if you want to see my dog. It's a pretty cute dog. And everything else, just type in CinnamonToastKen in Google, and it's pretty flat across. It's all me.
Yay.
Got figured out.
For president.
Indeed. I just
not
timed
went
out
that
Crendo in chat for plugging his channel. Like, fuck you, Crendo! You brought me
Blood for
infinite
life.
pain and suffering with your fridge video. That is my revenge on you. Dodger, are you even
I'm
doing anything this
Dodger.
week?
I have two channels, youtube.com/presshearttocontinue and youtube.com/dexterity bonus. On Press Hard to Continue, I play games and then I do a news show. Sometimes I dance with my cats instead of telling you actual news. On Dexterity bonus, I talk for 10 minutes every day and drink coffee and tell you about my cats. It's cats 24/7. I'm even made of cats under all of
She
this.
is made of
So-
cats.
On Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Hummingbird, and all other social medias,
What the
you can
fuck
find
is
me at
Hummingbird?
DexBonus, DEXBONUS. It's one of those thingies where you say how much of every anime you've watched and what animes you've completed and which ones
God.
you are interested in watching.
Gross. Why is it called Hummingbird though?
Don't lick your teeth like that. Get out of here.
What do you mean?
So creepy.
What's wrong, Ken? For president.
No, Vice President.
Beep.
I can't beat the the lick. Too creepy.
Oh.
Come watch me. Me.
Jesse, I see you pulling out gang signs over there. Get out of here.
Jesse, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just messing with my fingers. All right. Jesse Cox is
She
my
had
name.
way
It's
too much
also
cough
my
medicine.
YouTube channel. Jesse Cox. It is my name. It is my YouTube channel. You can go there, youtube.com/Jesse Cox. I have one channel where I do a bunch of different things. This week we'll probably do Diablo and BioShock Infinite's new DLC. We'll continue with Shadow Warrior because it's wonderful.
It is.
And that's pretty much it for the channel. I go to Twitter, Jesse Cox, Facebook, the Jesse Cox, if someone stole it. That's fine. I am also made of Cox, and underneath it's all
Cox
Cox.
Optional.
Cox Optional
Cox
Podcast.
optional.
And
God,
yeah,
I wish
I'm
Cox
not
was
gonna-
optional on this podcast. It would make my life so much easier.
Nope.
Beard's optional.
No.
What happens if I look
All
up
right, that's it.
OMFG Kata?
That's also where you can go on Twitter to find my stuff if you don't want to see my tweets and my Instagram photos.
And we
Instagram,
certainly do
Notorious
not.
COX. Go there.
Notorious.
Notorious COX.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to actually be away this weekend, so you can expect a dearth of content, because I probably will not be able to make enough content within the next 24 hours to serve you for 4 days. I apologize for that. I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia, to go to GameVidCon, GameVid Expo specifically, and it's going to be a fairly small sort of expo, which will have a bunch of YouTubers at it, and we'll be making some content. Hopefully it will be all recorded. There'll be a lot of panels, and if I'm good at anything, it's talking bullshit on panels for an hour, and I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I believe I'll also be playing in a Smite Celebrity Show match, which will probably go very, very badly for me. But
That sounds fun.
yeah, they're also doing the $100,000 Smite launch tournament there. So it's kind of in the same area, but you need a separate ticket for that. And apparently they're sold out, actually, so the whole arena's full. Smite doing pretty well, apparently. But I'll be doing a video on Smite, most likely when I come back, because I know it's come out now, and I haven't played it in a while, and I said I would revisit when it launched, so I will. Outside of that, I'm looking at Betrayer right now, although I'm bloody well confused, so I suppose get back here, Steam. Jesus. My Steam will not stay on one monitor. It's like, I want to be here! No.
Oh, do they still have like the screen, or the Steam, what is it, like big screen where it just takes over your whole monitor?
They certainly do have that, but in this case, oh wow, this I must do. Gardeners Incorporated, From Rakes to Riches, is now available on Steam. Is this a fucking tower defense game? No. You can create beautiful gardens to your liking or try to guess the taste of your customers. Countless achievements. High replayability. 50 dynamic and varied levels.
You should try out Science Girls also while you're at it.
That's a few years old now. Apparently that's quite good, so I've been told.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was making fun of it, but
I
no,
don't
I stand
like the
corrected.
art in it.
That's all right. What?
The Art and Science Girls I don't like very much.
All right. Good to know.
Whatever, doctor.
Go baby metal!
Fuck you!
You gotta lick your teeth while you do it.
This is what you get for promoting that terrible excuse for a band.
Get out of here. Go.
Wait a minute. I thought Explodamon had already come out. No, apparently.
Explodamon? Like Pokemon, but explosions?
Is it?
That's a baby metal album. Explodamon.
Explodamon.
Hang on.
Give me chocolate, Explodamon.
Was this never out on Steam or something? I did a video of Explodamon like 2 fucking years ago. Yeah, it came out in 2011. It must have never come out on Steam. All right, Jesus. I was like, hang on a minute. I remember this game. It's like almost like a Mega Man-esque kind of thing. And also with
I don't know if you saw
in it.
this, TV, but this is you.
You're so...
That's what was sent to me.
Yeah. That's... Wow, someone did that in fucking 20 minutes? That's impressive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice hat.
I like Cox and Crendor brand ice cream. We need to get on that. Crendor, call me.
No one wants Cox flavored ice cream.
I was gonna say I wouldn't eat ice cream that said Cox on it.
They don't know that they don't want it until they've tried it.
Yep, absolutely not.
No,
all right, folks, we're about done. Thank you very much for watching the Co-Optional Podcast. You can, of course, check us out on youtube.com/CynicalBrit, youtube.com/Jesse Cox, youtube.com/CinnamonToastKen, youtube.com/PressHardToContinue. Check us out on Twitter.
Midwest, yo, represent.
Fairly similar places.
Midwest. Locales.
We're not part of any gang.
24/7 Midwest.
There's no
baby metal.
No gang activity. Although if she keeps promoting baby metal, there sure as hell will be. Goodbye.
Bye.
Grab it.
Idiots.
This is